Welcome to the WC-Web TV pregame show. We got K-Dog, Kevin Odom, and the godfather of information, Paul King, publisher of the Wayne County News, to get us one more week. Gentlemen, we begin the district schedule tonight, and we got the old Bulldogs from Natchez High School clean across Highway 84 to the other side of the state. They get to make the trip this year. Paul, what do you know about the old Bulldogs from Natchez?
Lots of athletes, lots of size. They're 3-1. Their loss was 2 weeks ago to Warren Central. Lost, I believe, 30-0. I'll have to refer to Kenny on that. They were open last week, as were a lot of teams in the district. Present some challenges. Wayne County, just as a side note, and I'm sure Kenny and you know this, Wayne County has not lost a district game since 2009.
I hadn't really thought about that.
But so I know that Coach Todd Mangum wants to keep that win streak alive in district, and should be an awful good game tonight.
Kenny, I know you've seen a little bit of them on film, and you know we're going to talk to Coach Mangum in a little bit. But where are we? Where are we with the War Eagles right now? Let's talk about us for a few minutes.
They're in pretty good shape. We got a couple of guys that are banged up a little, but fortunately this week you can get them a little rest. You ain't got to worry about playing them. And I think some of our starters, you may see them for a series or two, but then you're going to see most of those guys go. That's if all goes as planned.
Yeah.
You know, that's all that stuff. All your planning and stuff is all fine and good until the wheels come off the wagon. But I think, mostly, we're just trying to get a few guys healed up. DJ Cameron, we're trying to get him healed up. A couple more guys with some bumps and bruises you normally get this time of year. But other than that, I think we're in pretty good shape. And I think what they're going to do tonight probably is just run some of their basic stuff and try to get anybody hurt.
Paul, you and I, we've talked about this in our pregame show that we did for WABO. This is kind of a different venue here for a minute, and probably catching you off spot, so we're not going to. But I'm sure you. What else is new? Let's talk about the district for a few minutes. We got a bunch of teams in here at 3-1. Let's talk about the importance of district play. You mentioned we hadn't lost a game since 2009. Talk about district play and playoff format. Not that we're being presumptuous, but it is a thing to consider how this playoff system works and how important district games are.
Well, yeah, you definitely want to be a region champion because then that gives you the best shot at hosting South State if you make it that far. Of course, number 1 and number 2 seeds host in the first round. Then round 2 and 3 is who has traveled the most gets to host. South State, if you're a region champion going up against a lower seed, you automatically host no matter what. Now, the caveat on that is if you're playing that number 1 seed out of Region 4, the game would be down there this year because they're using the higher number district. As far as district, tonight, of course, Laurel and Brookhaven play. That's really probably the premier game tonight. Pearl River Central and West Jones.
That's another
good one. And then you have Wingfield and South Jones. And so really things, Todd Mangum always says that these are the money games. Well, the money's about to be laid out on the table for the next 7 weeks and see what everybody's got.
Kenny, as we get ready to kick this thing off here in a few minutes, anything else you want to throw in the pot here before we take a break and come back with Coach Mangum?
I think other than just saying that, I think folks over the last 3 weeks have seen our offense really start to come together. Defense is playing at a level that we hadn't seen since 02 and 03. I mean, even in 06, 05 and 06 when we went to Jackson, our defense was not as strong as this one's been. And, we talked about it after that Oak Grove loss. I mean, it was just, an issue of getting a hold of some things, ironing some things out. And they've done that over the last 3 weeks. I mean, you've seen them progress by leaps and bounds against Quitman, and then a little more against Hattiesburg. And then last week, you couldn't ask for a better performance last week against Gulfport. So, fans sometimes get impatient. They're a lot like Alabama fans. You ought to win 100-0 and win. You never lose a game. That doesn't always happen. But I think, too, one other thing, Marshall, that Paul's talking about in the playoffs, and not losing a district game, we've been like 13 and whatever. For the last 4 years in a row. I mean, we're getting into the quarterfinals and South State once. I mean, I think that they're ready to get on past South State this year, so that definitely is on their minds.
Getting hungry again.
Absolutely.
Terry Bradshaw said one time after they were winning all those championships at the Steelers, he said, it sure is hard to be hungry when you got a ham on your back. Well, we ain't got no ham on our back, so it's time to be hungry again. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the head coach of the War Eagles, Todd Mangum, after this word.
From yard care to farmland, Chapman Tractor Company in Waynesboro can get you up and running and keep you that way. From sales to service, Chapman Tractor has what it takes to match your needs to the right equipment and to keep your equipment in tip-top shape. Our sales staff is in the know with a wide selection of equipment and implements to meet your needs. Service, we provide it with a trained professional staff at your disposal. And don't forget our parts department, where we have a comprehensive inventory and the folks on location to help you find the part you need when you need it. Chapman Tractor Company, Waynesboro, Mississippi.
Here we are with the head coach, Todd Mangum. Coach Mangum, we talked a little bit about it last week and some of the pregame stuff coming up to tonight. District play, man, district play, that's where it's all at.
Yeah, these are the games here, Marshall, that decide, position in the playoffs and that kind of stuff. So, we got to make sure that we take care of our business starting tonight and getting off on a good foot.
We're not being presumptuous. Paul and I have talked about this. Kenny and I have talked about this. With the new ruling this year, we don't know where we're going to be. We know where we want to be, but there's a new rule this year that affects certain things based on seeding in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, basically the number one team will host a South or North State championship game. If two number ones meet, then it will go to the higher or lower number region. This year, in our case, if the number one out of Region 3, number one out of Region 4 come out together, then we would go to Region 4 for the South State Championship.
I'm trying to look outside of my head.
We're okay now.
All right. Let's talk to us a little bit about Natchez. What are they going to do? What are we going to be looking for them to do offensively?
Offensively, they're going to spread the field. Got a young quarterback who starts. They played two other guys that are seniors that are more runners. The young quarterback is a thrower, and they're going to, I feel like, probably going to come out and try to throw the ball.
Okay. Now, what are we going to be looking at when they play defense? What's our offense going to have to face?
Multiple. There'll be multiple defensive sets.
They do that more than anybody we see, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They're going to be 4-man front, 3-man front, 5-man front. They'll be very, very multiple on defense.
Well, it should be a lot of fun to watch. Good luck to you tonight. We're going to let you get about your business. We're going to take a break and be back with Wayne County High School War Eagle football after this word from our sponsors.
Extreme Sound Security and More, where more means just that. We install video security systems for your home or business. Plus, we're equipped to assist you with all your personal security needs. We repair cell phones and computers. Plus, buy gold and ship UPS packages and accept drop-offs. Extreme Sound Security and More sells K2 and Ortho coolers. When we say more, we mean it. At Extreme Sound Security and More, 711 Station Street in Waynesboro.
Come into Fred's Super Dollar Store and win. Play Fred's Explore the Store Scratch and Win game where playing is as easy as 1, 2, 3, and so is winning. There's 3 ways to play and 3 ways to win. Pick up a game ticket each time you come into the store and earn more tickets by finding and purchasing specially flagged products where you can scratch off and win up to $50,000 instantly or a number of other prizes and awards. Play for your chance at over $2.5 million in prizes and money-saving offers. Be a winner. Come into Fred's Super Dollar Store and explore the store. Contest ends October 4th.
Stadium live on the campus of Wayne County High School for the second week in a row. This is Marshall Wood along with Kenny Odom bringing you another fantastic Friday night of War Eagle football. Kenny, Wayne County's ready to start district play, and the Bulldogs have been down there sniffing around War Eagle Stadium. What do you think they're going to find out there on that turf tonight?
I hope it's a spot that makes them sneeze.
Much like bless your heart, you got doing a little bit of sneezing tonight. We both are.
Yeah, I tell you, this whatever this epizootie is, it's persistent. I'll give it that. But Natchez is a team that struggled. They've won 3 ball games certainly, and won them by decisive margins. But they did lose 30-0 to Warren Central. Now, a lot of folks try to look at scores and read things into them, but it's hard to tell much, Marshall, about what went on in the football game by just looking at the box score. But at any rate, I think what we're going to see is some pretty good athletes tonight here with Natchez.
We got a lot of pregame activities going on tonight. We've got. It's pink out tonight here at War Eagle Stadium in remembrance of Breast Cancer Awareness Month here around the country, and certainly those statements are being made. And there's a lot of pink in the stadium tonight, Kenny.
Well, there is, and usually this sort of thing is done in October. But we won't be back home for a couple of weeks, and there's only two. I think we only have 2 home ball games in October, and so with that limited schedule, they went ahead and got an early start on it here.
We're getting ready for the flip of the coin, and flipping the coin tonight in aware 2 breast cancer survivors, Jenny Krager and Marcia Haynes, will be doing the coin toss out there for the game tonight, and we got our captains, excuse me, going out there tonight for tonight's contest. Wayne County's captains are, let's see if I got those for you, Anthony Gandy, number 6, Kadarius Pinnell, number 23, Keemon Hall, number 67, and Soshan Washington, number 51, are your captains for Wayne County tonight. And, Kenny, we do have, with the Natchez contingent over here, we're having a little roster issues. We just found out prior to kickoff, prior to going live, that we had last year's roster to go off of, so we're going to have some difficulties with names of these kids, but we'll do the best we can to let you know what's happening on the Natchez side of the ball. Wayne County, again, as you said, comes here tonight at 3-1, and we've talked about this. Wayne County has not allowed a rushing touchdown so far this year, Kenny. That's been really phenomenal on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, it has, and considering that Oak Grove got 17 on us, that'll tell you that the problems there were special teams, and they had, I think, it was a scoop and run. I think
yeah.
that Oak Grove had, but that's pretty big. This is probably one of the lower points totals that we've allowed in the last 10 years or so.
In a long time, 7.5 a game. We can go back to the defenses that everybody remembers around here in 02 and 03 and 04, and those were 8, 9 point, and even 11 point a game defenses through the course of the year. So this one so far, of course, we're just beginning district play, so we got a long way to go. Some of the more specific statistics here, Wayne County's given up 54 points a game. They're giving up a total of 54 yards a game rushing, 138 yards a game through the air, and 192 total yards is what they're giving up. Some of our leaders offensively rushing, Freddie Jordan Jr. has got 4.9 yards to carry in carrying the ball for Wayne County. DJ Cameron, who missed last week, and we're not sure if we're going to see him tonight, he's averaging 12.7 yards to carry. We were talking before the season we were going to have someone that could break and stretch the field, and we certainly found it in DJ. Yeah,
DJ will be out tonight, along with Roy Arrington. Roy will be out this week.
Oh, Roy, he's plays one of our cornerbacks for us. We've had the coin toss down here. Let's see what's going on down here. Looks like Natchez may have let's see, I don't want to speak to, I thought the referee's over there first. Wayne County has won the toss and has deferred to the second half, so we're going to be able to see Wayne County's defense right off the bat. Now, we're talking about the stats, and I'll give you some of the folks in the starting rotation for Wayne County's defense. Number 50, Jaquan White. He's a senior, a 3-year starter, 5'11", 243. Number 95, Benito Jones. He's a 6'2", 273-pound junior. 98, Quindarius Bivens. He's a 6'1", 272-pound junior. Number 45, Chandler Pugh. He's 6'1", 200. Number 99, Tyree Evans, 6'1", 200 pounds. Number 92, J.B. Harris, 6'1", 247. Now, we run a 3-man front, and you might ask, why are we giving so many folks up there, 6 folks or a 3-man front? Well, Kenny, they play interchangeably.
Well, they do, and we've had depth before. I mean, when Coach Marvin Chapman was here, he's over in the other stands tonight, sitting over there trying to make them look fuller, which is going to be a full-time task.
Well, if anybody can do it, Coach Chapman can do it.
Coach Chapman can take up a section. But the thing is that we've never had as much talent as deep as we've had. I really don't think, in my opinion, we've had some good players 2 to 3 deep.
Yeah. And the defensive line, throwing in those 2 200-pounders, still averages 240. Our linebackers, we got a 3-year starter, number 32, Jamal Poe, 5'9", 249. 36, Traymon Lofton. He's a senior, 6'2", 232. He's a 3-year starter. Number 30, Tyler Hopkins. He's a junior, 6'1", 197. Number 44, Denzel Bonner, 6'1", 190. Number 26, DeAndre Gandy, 6 feet, 250. Number 40, Hunter James, 5'9", 189. There's both of our starting linebacker rotations, and also Hunter serves as our long snapper on punts and on extra points and field goals. He's done a great job so far this year.
He surely has, I tell you. And that folks don't understand how big a deal that is until you start seeing snaps go over somebody's head.
Oh man!
Roll back there, taking 30 minutes to get to the punter or whatever. So hats off to Hunter. He's a youngster, works at it very hard.
Our defensive backs, number 4, Javonta McCann. He also plays receiver. He's 6'3", 168. 23, Kadarius Pennell, 5'9", 170. 20, Roy Arrington, who you said is not going to play tonight. He's a junior, 5'11", 173. Number 9, Xavier Lampley, 6'2", 183. 11, Quentin Hogan, 6'2", 192. I got him at safety now. He started off playing linebacker his sophomore year. And then number 22, Devin Paisley Smith. He's a 6'1", 181-pound senior. So that's pretty much in your starting rotations for your defense, Kenny.
Well, I think going back to Roy Arrington, he is so close to having a breakout game. I mean, he's so close to an INT. He's had several knockdowns, but I tell you what, that's a youngster that plays hard when he's on the field.
He does, and I tell you what, he played a lot last year on both sides of the ball. And I noticed when we were playing Oak Grove, and they had that Jordan Duncan, who's one of the top 150 or so players in the ESPN's 2016 class, and you saw a kid down there and that guy that was just phenomenal. And I looked down there several times, and they had Arrington on him one-on-one. So that tells you what the coaching staff thinks about Roy Arrington.
Well, I tell you what, halfway through the first quarter, Arrington can tell you what flavor gum he's chewing because he's stuck to him closer than flypaper now, I'm going to tell you.
Oh, my goodness. Coming on to some of our snapper, I told you was Hunter James, our holder, number 7, Reggie Stewart. Reggie will play on the offensive side of the ball at receiver, and it's conceivable you can see him at quarterback somewhere along the way. Our kicker, number 38, Brandon McCary, and he's also our second leading scorer behind Freddie Jordan. Freddie Jordan Jr.'s got 26 points. Brandon McCary's got 25. He kicks off, and he also kicks our extra points and field goals. And then our punter, David Hodo, is our punter when he's not faking punts and throwing touchdown passes to Kadarius Pennell like he did last week.
Well, it looks like, Marshall, that everybody's on the field. Wayne County in white headgears, blue jerseys, white pants with an orange stripe, and Natchez with the gold headgears, white jerseys with blue numbers and gold pants.
There's a squib kick, and it's going to roll down inside the 10, and Wayne County's going to miss him inside the 10, and he's coming down the sideline, and he's going to take that thing, and they're going to get him out of bounds at about 40. He's across the 40. Kenny, they kicked a squib kick, and they didn't look like they wanted to touch it, and he waited forever to pick it up inside the 10, and then somehow he got down that sideline, and they're out across the 45-yard line with that kickoff return.
Well, the only place he could go was along the sideline. We had everything else cut off, and we just didn't have our guy on the outside over there. Needed to stay outside the numbers and didn't, and that's why he got that alleyway over there. But a good return. Man, they're in great field position.
There's your 3-man front for Wayne County, and they're with Benito Jones and Tyree Evans and Jaquan White are your front 3, and we've given you starting rotations. They've got 2 receivers both ways in a single back set, kind of a pistol formation out there, and there's going to be a handoff around the right side, and Wayne County's defense is going to gobble him up behind the line of scrimmage for about a 5-yard loss, and there's a penalty flag, Kenny.
That came in. It usually goes in a place where there's a hold of some sort, but we just had all sorts of penetration there. And just so folks will know, if you look at your radio, Natchez is on the left side, Wayne County's on the right. They're moving from the left to the right.
Our Tyree Evans was on that stop, and Tyree is let me give you some of our leading tacklers. What's that called, Kenny?
Chop block.
Chop block. And I heard him talking about that on TV. Is that when you engage a defensive lineman, you got one up high in your chops when you got 2 folks on him, one comes low on him when he's engaged?
Yeah, and if you're hitting blocking below the waist, and it's to try to protect some of these guys' knees. Marshall, I'm not sure if we took the penalty or not. I'm waiting to see. Okay. I guess they took it.
Okay. Our leading tacklers coming in are Jamal Poe with 36. Tyler Hopkins follows with 26. Denzel Bonner at 26. Trayvon Lofton at 25. Those are your 4 starting linebackers, Kenny, and they're all the leading tacklers on the team. The linebackers are your leading tacklers, which is what you want. Okay, here we are with a first down and about 20 yards to go. He's looking to throw. There's pressure. Pass out in the flat. And Trayvon Lofton is going to tackle him right there with the ball. It hits his hands for about a 1-yard loss.
Well, they've ran 2 plays and got negative plays on both of them. This time he lost a yard back to the 33.
We talk about that. The linebackers making all those tackles, and those front 3 is just phenomenal for Wayne County. They just eating up all the blockers, and your linebackers are free to do what they do, and that's the tackle that guy with that football. Here comes the Natchez Bulldogs getting up to the line of scrimmage, 11-13 to go, and they scored this first quarter with the first possession. They ran the kickoff, Natchez did, out to the 45-yard line, and like Kenny said, we got a penalty and 2 successive losses. There's a snap and a handoff up the middle, and number 3 is going to get it, and Tyler Hopkins is going to grab it.
Dead.
But they did blow it dead, as you said. Kenny, what do you think's up there?
It's going to be either a motion or somebody lined up in the neutral zone. Whatever it is that happened along the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they say. And too much. The 25-second clock's at 0, and I guess that was delay of game.
Well, it's the guy, secondary official. So,
I mean, Natchez is just having all kind of trouble down there with that War Eagle defense and with themselves. The worst thing they can be doing is hurting themselves because they're going to get enough pressure for that War Eagle defense.
They're a little slow because we were kicking off and they were still coming out of the locker room. They didn't even have everybody out there on the field.
Trayvon Lofton and Tyree Evans are going to sack the ball's loose inside the 15-yard line. They're going to rule him down. So Tyree Evans and Trayvon Lofton got back there. Trayvon flushed him out of the pocket, and Tyree cleaned him up back there at the 15-yard line. So
that's a 12-yard loss. That's going to bring up third and 39.
Yeah, 39. 10:30 to go in the first quarter, and that's about where they had the opportunity to fill that kickoff the first time. And they're back there now where I hate to say it, but where they're supposed to be.
Close to be, yeah.
All right.
Well, they would have earned a first down where they are now.
Back to throw. There's more pressure. Pass out in the flat that's made the catch out across the 20-yard line. Going to gain about 5 yards on that play. Going to bring up fourth down, and that'll be 34, I do believe, Kenny.
Yes.
Denzel
was getting out there. They tried to run a little bubble screen out there, and it went for a little bit of yards. They picked, like you said, 5 yards, but still, that's going to be 4th and 34, Marshall.
Reggie Stewart's back to receive this punt. He's had one return for a touchdown in the first game against Oak Grove. He's standing at his 50. There's a good snap pressure, and that's a pretty good punt. Reggie's probably going to let it hit the ground at the 45, and it's going to take a bounce to the left and going to go out of bounds about the 46-yard line, we'll say. So Wayne County's offense is going to take the field for their first possession with 9:38 to go in the first quarter, Kenny.
Yeah, that was, a 25-yard punt.
And here comes Hodo and company. We'll get you our starting rotation for the offense just as soon as we can catch a break here with them. We're going to have Rameek Wallace is going to be split wide to the right. Philon and Stewart are to the left. Derickis Harris is going to be your tight end out there on the right side. Freddie Jordan's in the backfield with David Hodo. Here's your snap. Hands it. No, he pulls it. Going to try to throw one out here to Philon, and he was under so much pressure, Kenny. He's picking himself up on the ground. Is Hodo.
Yeah, number 22, the linebacker, just blew through an opening there, and nobody touched him, and he was on top of Hodo before Hodo even got his hands on the football.
Up front for Wayne County, 51, Soshawn Washington, 6 feet 304. 58, Dexter Daniels, 6 feet 246. We'll stop right there and pick up the play-by-play. 2 receivers left, 1 right there as a handoff to Freddie Jordan up the middle, and he's going to stop him for no gain. Natchez defense is starting off with a bang here tonight.
Well, they are. They didn't. They hadn't believed any of the headlines they've read about newspaper articles about Wayne County. They don't get a paper over there, so they want to get a copy to them over there.
Yeah, we should have told them what to expect. 55, Hamilton Hudson, 6 feet 257's up front, snapping the ball. There's a snap. Hodo's back to throw under pressure. Here's out. Jordan's in the flat, makes the catch. Got some room. He's breaking tackles at the 40. He's at the 45, and down the sideline is going to be out of bounds for a first down. Kenny, right at the 35-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, that looked like that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where the laser beams went down and all the guys broke. I mean, all you could see, they must have rushed 9. And we just had a stable full of folks back there.
Now there's a handoff. Oh, the ball's on the ground, and Wayne County's going to turn the ball over at the 35-yard line. The fumble exchange between Hodo and the fast Freddie Jordan Jr., and Wayne County has shot themselves in the foot. So with 8:57 to go in the first quarter, no one has scored. Each team has had 1 possession. Natchez had to turn it over on downs, and Wayne County has fumbled the ball in at the 35-yard line of the Bulldogs of Natchez, and the offense of Natchez is back on the field. No score.
Well, we've done pretty well with turnovers so far this year. We're definitely way ahead, but, man, you don't need to do that against a team like Natchez.
No, you don't. And there's a handoff up the middle, and there's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage by, I see Jamal Poe getting off the bottom of that pile, along with number 30, Tyler Hopkins. A couple of your linebackers out there going to bring up second. Actually, they got him for about a half-a-yard loss. And they're getting up ready to go again. Pinnell's your right corner. Javonte McCain is your left corner. Hogan and Paisley Smith are your safeties. Natchez got 2 receivers both ways, and there's a handoff up the middle. And, oh, my goodness, was that Jamal Poe just came on a blitz up the middle, a run blitz. And, I mean, he's hit that running back about the time the quarterback handed the ball for about a 4 or 5 yard loss.
Man, I tell you what, that was painful to watch. That looks like one of those old black and white movies where they're crashing the airplane. It just hit something solid.
I'll tell you what, Natchez has not had any. I don't know if they've had a positive play yet. Here's a snap. He's back to throw the pass out here to outside the hash mark, and the War Eagles are going to gobble him up after about a 5 or 6 yard gain. Hogan's out there. Javonte McCann on the stop. Tyree Evans is even out there on the stop. And we're talking way outside the hash out here, about 5 yards in from the sideline. So that interior lineman is making his way out, and we have some interior guys that can really run.
Well, we do, and that gives us a 4th and 8 for Natchez, and they're going to come out and try to punt again. And tell you what, Marshall, that defense is playing it. I mean, just lights out again. There's
a good step. There's pressure. They were going after that thing and try to block it. They didn't get a call on it, and it's going to hit the ball. The punt's going to hit the ball at the War Eagle 40, and with some backspin on it, it looks like, and we'll see where they're going to spot that thing. Well, it looks like they're going to spot it. There's a flag now, Kenny. I don't know if they're going to call roughing the kicker or not. Let's just wait and see what they say. What do you think?
Well, it's not in the right spot. Illegal procedure against Natchez.
I'd guess that would be declined, and Wayne County will take over with the ball.
I would, because you get the ball. You get the ball around the 40.
One thing I'm seeing Wayne County do on these first 2 punts is they're going after that punter with everything they got right up the middle, are they not? I haven't seen them, noticed them doing that so far this year. They must have seen something in film that makes them think they can block one of these punts.
Oh, yeah, man, it looks like their punt formation looks like a piece of Swiss cheese.
I got to Hamilton-Hudson on the offensive line. 54, Zach Henderson is a 6', 274-pound senior, and Brandon Beasley is 6'2", 341-pound junior, and Hodo and company are ready to go again. Single receiver right, single back set, 2 receivers to the left, and he's going to hand it to Fast Freddy. This time with some room. He's got cuts to the outside, back into the inside, and out across the 50-yard line. He was running up between the hash marks, Kenny. He took out here to the left side and took about 2 steps, then turned it north and south again, and a first down inside Bulldog territory, and Wayne County's up with their foot on the gas, ready to go. There's your snap, and a handoff to Fast Freddy again, and runs hard for about a yard gain with 7:10 to go in the first, in a scoreless first quarter.
Well, he's going to pick up a couple of yards. It'll be a 2nd and 8.
Let's see, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. No tight end in this formation, single back set. Hodo's looking over. There's 19 seconds on the 25-second clock, and they seem to be slowing the pace a little bit. There's your snap. Hodo's looking to throw. Fires one. There comes, it was right in the hands of Rameek Wallace at about the 20-yard line, and Rameek could not haul it in. I'll tell you, Hodo, I've got to say this. He has been on the money with a lot of his passes this year that they just haven't been able to catch.
We talked about it last week. Got to catch those.
I mean, he was running a slant down there about 20 yards down the field, and it hit him right in the hands, and he just could not make the catch. Trips receivers right for him. Hodo's looking to throw again. Got Freddie wide open down the sideline. He turned around. The ball was a little bit behind him at the 30, and he just could not make the catch, and Wayne County's going to have to punt this thing away again. I wonder if Natchez watched the film on that fake punt last week.
Well, they probably they probably did. The thing here is if Freddie had just kept running instead of turning around, the ball would have fell over his outside shoulder and been a great catch and run.
He slipped out of that backfield and was wide open about halfway between the hash and the sideline on what would have been the offense's left side of the field. Hodo's back to punt. They fake it. They snap it short. They fake it to DeCarlos Walker, and he's running, making folks miss. And I tell you what, Kenny, he's inside the 20, dragging folks down to the 10-yard line. Last week we saw they snapped it to the up back, and DeCarlos Walker took it down there, breaking tackles. Last week they threw it for a touchdown. This week they ran it in their 1st and 10 at the 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
That's a 34-yard gain in a first down.
That thing was well executed, but I'll tell you, DeCarlos had to break a couple of tackles along the way. They could have stopped him, but he fought his way through the initial tackles and then had some running room for a while. Wayne County's ready to go. What you got?
It's not often you run a fake punt with 4th and 8.
No, it's not. There's Hodo going to hand the ball to Freddie. Here he is, breaking tackles down to the 5-yard line, running hard between the tackles. First, 2nd and 5 to go. 2nd and goal to go from the 5. Chris Cooley, number 28, checks in. 5'6", 199-pound sophomore running back. 2 receivers to the right. Derikas Harris is your tight end on the left side. Reggie Stewart split left. There's the handoff to Cooley. He puts his head down and he cannot go as he gets just inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, if he just cut to the outside there, that other linebacker, it was already standing back there by Hodo. There wasn't anybody. He wouldn't have been touched in the end zone. But he's just a youngster.
5:48 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless first quarter. War Eagles threatening with their second possession. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Hodo's going to keep the ball himself down the left side up the hash mark right into the end zone. Touchdown, Wayne County. David Hodo on the run.
Well, just a good job. Got good blocks over here. Everybody sealed like they were supposed to, and he had to step over a few ankles and feet there, but he made it into the end zone standing up.
David Hodo comes in with 124 yards on 36 carries for a 3.4-yard average. We'll get back to that in a minute. Here's Reggie Stewart to hold for McCary to kick it away out of the Hunter James snap. There's a good snap. Kick is up, and it's going to be good. So with 5:35 to go in the first quarter, Wayne County goes up 7-0 on the Hodo touchdown run. We're going to take a 60-second break and be back after this commercial.
Shopping at Fred's is the smart thing to do. Sign up for your Fred's Smart Card online and start earning Smart Bucks every time you buy Fred's brand items. With Fred's Smart Card, the more you buy, the more you earn. Keep up with your Smart Bucks online and redeem them at checkout while shopping at Fred's, the smart thing to do. Fred's on Spring Street in Waynesboro.
The most versatile cooking device ever. Is it a grill, an oven, or a smoker? Yes, it's all three. Your friends at Gatlin Building Supply had the answer, and it's the Big Green Egg. Often copied, never matched. There is only one original Big Green Egg, and a place to get it in Wayne County is Gatlin's. Come see the selection that Gatlin's has to offer, along with all the accessories for your Big Green Egg. At Gatlin's, find the solutions to all your building and remodeling questions. Gatlin's, where we have the answers for you, located North Spring Street in Waynesboro.
Kenny, the first quarter, War Eagles are up now 7-0 on the David Hodo run. The big play there, Kenny, came on the fake punt on 4th and 8 down here from about the 35 or 40-yard line, but the Carlos Walker got him a first to goal at 10.
Yeah, 34 yards on a fake punt. That's almost as good as a touchdown. And I tell you, I'm amazed that they're showing a lot of this stuff early. But hey, it makes folks keep some people up front too as we get into district play. They're going to respect that.
Tell us about that drive, Kenny. Tell us, you had some.
It started at Wayne County 40-yard line. It was 8 plays, 60 yards. They earned 3 first downs and ended on a 4-yard run by David Hodo.
Okay, McCary on to kick it away again, and they being the Bulldogs had a big kickoff return to start this thing out. It's a highlight of their activity so far as they ran it out to the 45-yard line, of their own 45-yard line. McCary is set to kick it off, and he's going to kick it, and he's going to kick it high, and it's like it's going to come down and around the 20-yard line. The Bulldogs are going to catch it at the 15.
Kind of blocking the back there.
And War Eagles going to gobble him up down there at the 20-yard line. And to get the flag on him, Kenny?
Nope.
All right,
it doesn't matter. Yeah. It's academic at this point, as they say.
Academic. 5:30 to go in the first quarter. Wayne County up 7-0, and the Natchez Bulldogs will be in business at their own 20 with the 1st and 10. And Wayne County's got some new defensive personnel. We told you about that front three. Now Quindarius Bivens, Jabian Harris, and Chandler Pugh. That's 2 sophomores and 2 juniors and a senior out there up front. Linebackers and defensive backs stay the same. 3 receivers left. Natchez quarterback looking to throw. Trayvon Lofton's after him, but he gets it away and short hops it out there across the 30-yard line, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, we've seen on game film, seen number 16 in at quarterback. He's on the field or was. They're playing number 12. I think he's a sophomore.
Folks, you can be sure to follow tonight's activities as you're listening to us. You can follow us at Facebook. On Facebook at War Eagle Football. Check us out, War Eagle Football on Facebook. 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Back to throw. There comes the pressure, and they're going to get him back there and sack him at the 15-yard line. He was lucky he got back to the 15 for a 5-yard loss.
Yeah, look, the last sack in Rome. I mean, we had pretty folks coming over the walls and through the gates.
3rd and 15.
Hannibal is at the gate.
Hannibal is knocking at the gate. Hannibal is beating the gate down, and that Hannibal being in the form of the Wayne County High School War Eagle defense, which is dirt tough, fast and furious is what I like to refer to them as. 3 receivers left, 1 wide right for the Bulldogs.
They're snappy dressers as well.
And he's back to throw. There comes Trayvon Lofton. He gets the ball away at the 20-yard line, and Denzel Bonner's going to get him out of bounds where he makes the catch at the 20, going to bring up 4th down for the Bulldogs from their own 20-yard line. That'll be 4th and 10, 4:46 to go in the first quarter. The War Eagles up by a score of 7-0. Reggie Stewart back to receive this punt, and he's standing at his own 45. And, Kenny, you just got to believe that with the pressure that's coming up the middle, Wayne County's going to block one of these things in a minute. You just got to think they will.
Well, I mean, we're getting a lot of pressure back there, and I think at some point, we should see that.
Tyree Evans gets after. There's a low kick. If he gets a catch, he can. Reggie catches it on the hop, makes one miss. Here he comes outside the hash. He's at the 40-yard line, headed toward the goal line. Jumps one at the 30, down to the 25-yard line goes Reggie Stewart on the return.
35-yard punt, and looks like a 30-yard return.
And let's see where they go. We got a flag back here at the 46-yard line of the War Eagles.
I see it down here now.
We'll see what this is going to be. 4:43 to go. Like I said, follow us on
got a block in the back
for all activities on Facebook. And we got some folks out there listening that are posting on War Eagle football Facebook, and it's kind of interesting to know. And if you're out there listening to the broadcast tonight, let us know. Let us hear from you here. We've got 4:33 to go. And what's that called, Kenny?
It was a block in the back. Don't put the ball around the 36-yard line of Wayne County.
I want to let y'all know we had Steve Wright last week listening to the game down in Tampa, Florida. Posted in here, said enjoyed the game from Tampa, Florida. Go War Eagles. So we appreciate him listening. He's one of our listeners pretty good distance away. The War Eagles are now up with the 1st and 10 back in their own territory at their own 40-yard line. 2 receivers right there. Hodo makes the fake and keeps the ball up the field. Here he goes breaking tackles and runs across down inside the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Just running that zone read, and I mean it just really opened up in front of. We had some beautiful blocks out there, and along that line of scrimmage. And Marshall, he gets it to the 40. That's going to be a 24-yard gain.
He's had a lot of success doing that. He's going to hand it to Freddie this time. Freddie's going to make one miss, head outside up the hash mark. He goes, running hard down inside the 25-yard line for another first down. Looks like Wayne County's offensive line, that big line up front, averages 292 pounds. Looks like they're starting to lean on that defense a little bit, Kenny.
Well, that's 15 yards, Marshall, and as you said, another first down. And, yeah, they're starting to get some steam in the engine now.
16 checks in, number Chambers, and here he goes running the running lane at the line. It hammered out for him down there for about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, Booney did a good job of just following behind a couple of those big guys. And he's hard to see.
Yes, he is.
He's hard to see back there.
He can really go. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Wayne County up 7-0. There's another handoff to Chambers, and they're going to hit him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, I don't know. We're not going to say behind the line of scrimmage because the line of scrimmage was moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, they're really driving. The ball's right down close to the 21, so that's a gain of a yard.
And we're going to have Harris and Wallace right, Stewart and Philon left. Jordan's in the backfield. Hodo's looking to throw. He's looking down here to Philon. Makes the catch out here to no, that's Reggie Stewart at the 12-yard line for a first down. Reggie Stewart on the catch. Nice little out pattern down there. Kenny caught it on the sideline, and they tackled him, but it is a first down, Wayne County.
Well, it was thrown in a good place because that kept Reggie between the defender and the football, and Reggie just sort of gathered it in and went down it around the 12.
Hodo hands it to Fast Freddy, and Fast Freddy's going to run up in there for about 5 or 6 yards. He's going to plant his foot, and somebody's going to put a helmet in his face and smack him down, but not before he can get about 5 tough yards down there, down inside the 10 now at about the 7-yard line for a second and we'll say 2nd and 5. There's Cooley on the handoff, and he's going to go in for a touchdown, Wayne County. That's Chris Cooley, the sophomore, 200-pounder, 5'6". He's just a load, and that was a good lane for him to run in. He planted his foot right in the middle and then cut outside, and touchdown, Wayne County.
You could see him looking behind his blockers up there, Marshall, and trying to find his spot to go, and he saw it really kind of late in his run and cut it back to the left and didn't have any problem getting in the end zone.
We got a new kicker out there. No, that's McCary. I'm sorry. McCary's out there. 36 hits up, and it's good. Wayne County, with 3 minutes to go in the first, goes up by a score of 14-0. So we're going to take a 30-second break back to the station and be back after this word from our sponsors.
Woolwine is proud to be part of the Wayne County War Eagle community, and we have the inventory to prove it. Woolwine Autoplex in Waynesboro is where you can find the best in pre-owned cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs. At Waynesboro's Woolwine Autoplex, we offer great financing options and a courteous staff that is ready to help you with your next vehicle. Come see Woolwine in the heart of Wayne County, where the War Eagles soar, and let us put you in your next vehicle.
Got for us on that drive?
7 plays, 64 yards, and capped with a 7-yard run by Chris Cooley.
And McCary's getting ready to kick this thing away. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Wayne County up 14-0, and the Bulldogs have just been able to muster 0 offense to this point. Here's your kick, and it's going to be high, and it's going to come down and be fielded at the 20-yard line. And he's making his way back across the field, running right to left, and trying to find somewhere to go. Going to get out across the 25-yard line, and about 8 or 9 War Eagles are going to drag him down. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, just across their, we'll say at the 20, their own 26-yard line. with 2:52 to go and trailing the War Eagles 14-0. Benito Jones back in there, Jaquan White and Tyree Evans back in your front. DeCarlos Walker's going to check in as defensive back to replace Paisley Smith, Javonte McCann, and let's see who that is. Kadarius Pennell are your corners. Hogan and Walker are your safeties. There's a pass out here, and number one, I don't think really wanted to catch that football, Kenny.
Man, if he just shuffled over and caught the ball, he had almost 10 yards. A solid 9, but he did not want that.
McCann was closing in on him, and I think he heard footsteps. I know I would have heard him if it had been.
I think he heard church bells is what I think he heard.
Let's see. Denzel Bonner, Tyler Hopkins, Jamal Poe, and Trayvon Lofton are your linebackers. So that gets your defensive set for you. 3-man front. There comes pressure. Bonner coming off the side, and he gets back there and gets a hand, and then Benito cleans him up from the middle, and wiped him out. Oh, I tell you what, he comes off that corner in a hurry, doesn't he?
He does. I mean, there's just so much quickness, and looks like the ball marshals at 24. That's a loss of 2.
And he being Bonner, I wanted to give him credit for it. But Benito was coming off that center's block, and Bonner had him held up there, and Benito just wiped him out like a tidal wave. 2:22 to go in the first quarter. Wayne County up 14-0. Now Bulldogs at a third and about 12 to go. 2 receivers both ways. There comes the pressure. He's going to try to get away from it, but we're going to run out of time, and ball's on the ground, and Jamal Poe's got it and running, and they're going to say he was down. Let's see. There's Jaquan White getting up off the bottom of that pile. Trayvon Lofton getting up the bottom of that pile. Benito Jones. You just pick your number down there. Wayne County's defense, they were all over that quarterback. He sat back there a minute, and he had to go, and he waited about a millisecond too long.
Well, it's like he was waiting for change for his dollar to get on the trolley. He got there and just stopped at the 22 and just sort of shuffled his feet, and we caught him from behind.
14-0. Wayne County lead, 136 and counting in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs are going to be putting. The line of scrimmages are on 22 with a 4th and 14 to go. Reggie Stewart standing at midfield. There's your snap, and it's going to be not a very good punt. It's going to hit the ground at the 30, but Reggie Stewart runs up from the 50, he catches it and advances it about 8 yards on the kick. He likes to do that. He likes to scoop that thing up on the run.
And he will scare you to death. Folks, if y'all need any kind of heart checkup, just come here and watch Reggie for a little while.
I mean, he was standing at his own 50. That ball came off that punter's foot. I don't know if Wayne County got a hand on it or not. It went about 10 yards down the field, and he closes about that 20 in a matter of just seconds, and he catches that thing on the hop, and there he goes for about 8 or 9 yards. Wayne County's in business at about the 21, 22-yard line with a 1st and 10. And Hodo's your quarterback, 2 receivers both ways. Freddie Jordan is in the backfield with him. Hodo's looking to throw. He's looking for a foul line. No, he turns the other way. Harris one-handed at the ball, tried to make a one-handed catch at the goal line. He was running right across the field and hit him right between the hash marks. And Harris got his hand up, and the ball hit him in the hand. It would have been a good catch, but it was definitely a catchable ball. The ball was on the money.
And that's where you got to make that Oregon O with your hands down there and let that ball stick its nose in that opening.
Hodo looked left for foul line, and he turned back to the middle of the field, and he was reading his receivers. Harris hand off to Freddie, and they're going to tackle Freddie at about the 20-yard line for a 2-yard gain. But I like the way Hodo was looking left. He didn't like what he saw. He turned back the other way. Harris was free. He had a guy behind him, but he was free, and Hodo made the decision, put the ball there, but could not make the catch. Inside a minute in the first, Wayne County 14-0 with a 3rd down and about 8 yards to go at their own 20-yard line. 2 receivers both ways for them. 46 seconds in the first quarter.
Natchez is doing something very odd. They've got a defensive end out here that's about 5 yards outside the line of scrimmage.
Hodo's looking to throw, fires one down. Got foul line open in the end zone, and they're going to say he was out of bounds. He was right on the sideline down there between the checkered end where the checkered end zone stops and the little green strip down there, and the ball was on the money, but he made the catch, but the official said he was out of bounds. And Kenny, we're fixing to see us a pretty good field goal right here attempt.
Should be about 37 yards.
37-yarder. Hunter James on the stop. Reggie Stewart on for the hold. McCary on to kick it. And this is a 36-yarder. He certainly got the leg for it. Let's see. There's your snap. It's good. There's your foot in it. And he's got the distance, and it's going to be just short. I said he had the distance. He had the line. He didn't miss it by much like Maxwell Smart would have said, missed it by that much. So we've got 27 seconds to go. They're changing here. There's not really a timeout, so we're going to stay with the action here. Wayne County missed an opportunity right there, Kenny.
Well, he did, and he's been making those in practice and warm-ups. He hadn't had a lot of trouble making those, but this time, for whatever reason, just got under it a little too much.
There's 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wayne County's up 14-0 and have really stifled the Bulldog offense, if we would have guessed. And the Wayne County's offense has been hitting on pretty good, pretty much all their cylinders, but just missed an opportunity right there. There's a handoff for the Bulldogs up the middle, and they're going to be stopped short of the line of scrimmage by DeAndre Gandy and Trayvon. Let's see, number 44, Denzel Bonner, Chandler Pugh, and Trayvon Lofton down there. Hunter James is in at linebacker right now. His number 26, DeAndre Gandy, is as well. We're playing a little substituting our inside linebackers or outside linebackers, Trayvon and Denzel. We're at the end of the first quarter. Wayne County up 14-0. We're going to go back to the station for 60 seconds, and we'll be back with second quarter action after this 60-second break.
Extreme Sound Security and more, where more means equipment for the outdoorsman. We are our area's authorized Benelli dealer and have all the accessories to complement your outdoor adventures. As your elite archery dealer, we offer a broad selection of new bows, arrows, and all the accessories to meet your needs. We also have a good selection of used bows available. Whether it's a new or used bow you're looking for or repairs and tune-ups for the bow you have, Extreme Sound Security and more is the place to go. Extreme Sound Security and more. It's a place to go at 711 Station Street in Waynesboro.
Wayne County up 14-0. Natchez at their own 20 with a 2nd and 10. They have 3 receivers going to be split to the left, a single receiver out to the right, and 1 running back in the backfield with their quarterback. Wayne County, JB and Harris, Chandler Pugh, and Tyree Evans up front for the War Eagle defense. Here's your snap. Quarterback looking to throw. A great pressure on him back there by DeAndre Gandy. Just buried that quarterback at the 10, and he threw a ball that just wasn't even close to being caught, Kenny. And I mean, he was doomed from the get-go on that.
That's just where you holler, I hadn't got it.
DeAndre's a 250-pound junior linebacker, and I mean, that kid can run, and I mean, that's a load on you right there, buddy.
Well, we talked about it earlier. Just the quality of our depth is just amazing in this particular bunch.
And we're looking at a 3rd down and 10 to go from their own 20-yard. The Bulldogs, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. They're moving right to left. He's back to throw. There comes the pressure. He fires one out here, and I tell you, makes the catch at the 30. And Wayne County's got 5 defenders down there dragging him down, but it is a 1st down. Nice play. You got to have that quarterback give him some credit, because he's been getting knocked down, and he stood in that pocket and threw a nice pass out there. You said he's a sophomore.
And that's our first really positive play of the night. I mean, as far as any yardage, Marshall earns him a 1st down out at the 35.
Tyler Hopkins checks in to relieve Trayvon Lofton. Tyler gets back after the quarterback. There's another pass. Pennell makes the pick at the 50-yard line. Breaking tackles. Down the sideline he goes, Kenny. And that's another pick 6 right there. He had one last week, and there's a pick 6. Quadarius Pennell picked it off for a touchdown. Wayne County. He caught that thing about the 50, broke a tackle, and down the sideline he went.
I was just looking for any flags, but there wasn't anybody over there in a white shirt. He was on the far sideline.
I mean, it was looked like everybody was down the left side of the field, and there was one receiver in Quadarius Pennell matched up on the right side. And like you said, when he caught it and broke that tackle, it was put the chairs in the wagon, churches out. That's 6 points. So 11:31 to go. Wayne County gets a defensive touchdown. 11:31 to go in the half. Wayne County's at 20-0 right now. James on the snap. Reggie Stewart's going to be on the hole, and we're going to have Mr. Brandon McCary, number 38. Brandon McCary on the kick. There's the kick. It's up, and it looks like it's going to be good. So 11:31 to go in the second quarter. Wayne County 21, the Natchez Bulldogs 0. We're going to take a 30-second break. Back to the station.
From yard care to farmland, Chapman Tractor Company in Waynesboro can get you up and running and keep you that way. From sales to service, Chapman Tractor has what it takes to match your needs to the right equipment and to keep your equipment in tip-top shape. Our sales staff is in the know with a wide selection of equipment and implements to meet your needs. Service, we provide it with a trained professional staff at your disposal. And don't forget our parts department, where we have a comprehensive inventory and the folks on location to help you find the part you need when you need it. Chapman Tractor Company, Waynesboro, Mississippi.
War Eagle Stadium. Kenny, I'm just sitting here thinking, last week Pinnell had a pick six, plus he had another interception, plus he had a touchdown catch on a fake punt. Now he's got another 50-yard pick six. I mean, we may have to call him the human highlight reel. I know that's been used before, but if there's ever a human highlight reel, he's one.
Well, he's Mr. Fix-It. He's whatever you got. He's got a tool fart in his tool bag. I can promise you that. Youngsters has had a good start to the season, and we've talked about Roy Arrington too. Roy does a good job back there, and those two together put a lot of heat on folks in that secondary.
Yes, they do. All righty. McCary's on to kick it away again. He got the ball teed up down there at the 40-yard line. That's where they kick it from. And he approached it. He's going to kick it, squib it down the middle of the field. And it's going to be picked up at the 30. He's making his way across the field, turns up the field, and Clifton Jordan gets a shot at him. And then he's joined by a bunch of other War Eagle tacklers.
A lot of JOPers there.
They're going to be maybe at the 40, 41-yard line. We'll see where they'll spot it. The Bulldogs will be in business offensively again. Benito Jones checks back in up front for Wayne County with Jaquan White, Tyree Evans. Linebackers, Tremont Lofton, Tyler Hopkins, Jamal Poe, Denzel Bonner, McCann, Pinnell, Paisley Smith, and Hogan. That's your safety back here. That's your defensive set for you. 11:22 to go in the second quarter. 21-0 Wayne County. Two receivers both ways. There's a snap, looking to throw. There's the pressure, gets it off, and makes the catch out there for about an 8-yard, 9-yard gain. Nice throw and catch under pressure too, Kenny.
Well, not only under pressure, but Benito was he's going to wake up in the morning and he's going to see 95 plastered on the ceiling.
Second down and 1 to go for the Bulldogs. 11 minutes to go in the second. The Bulldogs trailing Wayne County 21-0. Two receivers are wide right. Two receivers are left for him. Single back set, standing right side of him there at the Bulldog 45. There's a handoff up the middle, and looked like he might have had first down yardage, but they stopped him short.
He might have made it to the 50-yard line, but
I'll tell you something. I saw some. Pinnell is very aggressive. Number 23, and they had a defensive, offensive player over there blocking him, kind of shoved him and pushed him, and I tell you, he completely ignored him and walked away for what I would have been tempted to shove back. He walked away. That's good judgment right
yes,
there. That's a real good judgment on Pinnell's part. So I let my play do the talking. 3-man front. There's a snap, handoff up the middle, and he got lucky, Kenny, to get out of that jam in the backfield and got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be just short at the midfield. They're going to be about a yard short, do you think? Yep.
Yeah.
And I would have thought he was going to be tackled for a 2 or 3 yard loss, and somehow he got 3 yards down the field to the 50.
Well, they had to spread him with WD-40 because he just slipped up to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And here we go with a 4th and 1 at midfield. They got to get to the 49. The ball is sitting right straddled the 50-yard line. 9:43 to go in the first half. There's pressure. Quarterback. They're going to sack him back there for a loss, and that is number 95, Benito Jones, with the sack. Kenny gets him back at the 45-yard line.
And Benito just came on out of there and came right on toward the sideline with his salute, and it's a good thing he didn't stop. They could have flagged him had he slowed up, but he just kept moving. So good play, though.
Wayne County's going to get the ball back with a 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 45-yard line. And Wayne County still, let's see, got Ramik Wallace, file on left. We got Reggie Stewart out here right. Derikas Harris is your tight end on the right side. Jordan's in the backfield with Hodo. 9:35 to go in the half. Wayne County up 21-0. Let's see what the War Eagle offense dials up right here. Hodo's back here to take the snap. He's going to fake to Jordan. He's going to move to his right. He's under pressure. I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to fire one just out of bounds, Kenny, which is and he's going to get a late hit down here, too. They shove him down, and I dare say they hit him late after he threw the ball. Let's see if they're going to penalize him for something there.
Don't think so.
Maybe I'm seeing things.
No, it's about like my block in the back a while ago. Well, I don't know. Maybe there was. Personal foul, roughing the passer.
Okay.
I don't see the flag.
Yeah, it's down here close to the sideline. It's covered up by the
there it is. I see it now.
What you like about Hodo, the difference between this year and last year, he threw that ball out of bounds.
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't have anything, and instead of trying to make something happen, which he likes to do, and you love a competitor that does that, he threw that thing out of bounds, took the hit. Wayne County's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. 9:26 to go, up by 21. There's a handoff to Freddie. He's right down the middle, making one miss at the 25, down to the 20-yard line. That's the old practice. Give him a leg, take it away.
Yeah, I mean, he did. And if he's short of the first down, it's not going to be by much. The ball's on the orange stripe of the 20, so I guess that means it's about 2.5 inches short.
And there's going to be the handoff there to Freddie. He's got room. He's inside the 10, down to the 10-yard line. Ball's on the ground, fumbled into the end zone. And there's a scrum for it down there, and I believe the Bulldogs are going to cover it down there in the end zone. Freddie fumbled it at the 10, and he's slow getting up. And the ball went into the end zone, and I don't know who's got it, Kenny.
Natchez says they do, and if they do, that's fine. They'll get it on the 20, and we'll get it back on the 20 here shortly.
And Freddie's injured. We're going to take a 30-second break right now, and go back to the station for a word from some of our sponsors.
Extreme Sound Security and more, where more means just that. We install video security systems for your home or business. Plus, we're equipped to assist you with all your personal security needs. We repair cell phones and computers. Plus, buy gold and ship UPS packages and accept drop-offs. Extreme Sound Security and more sells K2 and Ortho coolers. When we say more, we mean it. At Extreme Sound Security and more, 711 Station Street in Waynesboro.
He's here to report Fast Freddie Jordan Jr. able to make it off the field under his own power. So that's a promising note right there. We're glad of that. Bulldogs have the ball. They recovered the ball in the end zone. They get it 1st and 10 at their own 20, as Kenny said. 8:53 to go in the first half. Wayne County up 21-0. There's a handoff, and he's going to lose about 2 or 3 yards.
Number 3, they're going to tackle him around they're actually going to give him forward progress, which you can't believe, but they're going to spot him at the 18.
This defense is there's just so many people around that ball every time. I mean, just great speed, speed.
Hard to sort them out.
It really is. We're watching a highlight video that Cooper Leggett put together. We were watching it at the office today, and everybody was saying, look at all the people, tackling the guy with the ball.
Well, it's like if they send you out in the backyard to get the brown rabbit out of the hutch, and you open up the door, there's 40 brown rabbits.
All right, 2nd and about 12. There's another handoff the middle, and he's going to get out to about the 18-yard line. Well, 17 or 18, going to bring up 3rd down and 12 or so to go. 8:02 to go in the first half. Wayne County up 21-0. Tyler Hopkins checks in. Trayvon Lofton checks out. Check us out on Facebook, WarEagleFootball.com. Sandra James Brower is listening to us in Louisiana and following us on Facebook. And let us know if you're out there listening to the War Eagles tonight. Back to throw. The Bulldogs go, and he's going to fire one out here and going to make the catch at the 29-yard line, Kenny, but he's going to be just short, I believe. Let's see where they spot it.
I'm not sure about this spot.
Yeah, looks like he's going to get a favorable spot, but we won't beat him up over that too bad. 1st down, they say. 7:32 to go on the 1st down reception. Got to give him credit. Nice throw under pressure. And if he makes a throw, it's going to be under pressure, that's for sure. And he's got 2 backs in the backfield with him. A little different formation right now.
He's got his pistol formation set up.
There's a handoff up the middle. And, oh, my goodness, talk about a train wreck back there. There's Denzel Bonner, DeAndre Gandy.
They hit him around the 25-yard line, but they'll give him progress to the 27. That's probably where his feet went.
And I'm going to tell you what, they hit him hard, too. I mean, these are not just grabbing and pulling somebody down. That's not what this is about, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you could see it. I mean, they're blowing things up down there. Just blowing up like grenade bombs going off down there. 2nd and 13 to go. Ball's at the 27-yard line of the Bulldogs. Back to throw. There comes pressure up the middle. He's going to fire one downfield. Quentin Hogan's back there in coverage, and Quentin Hogan gets the interception at the 40. He's heading up the field. He's working his way across midfield. He's at the 40-yard line of the Bulldogs. He's going to be tackled at the 35. There were 2 War Eagle defenders back there. I believe Hogan, the safety, and the cornerback, Pinnell, and they went up and fought for it with the receiver, and Quentin Hogan gets his first interception of the year, I do believe. Senior, number 11.
Marcy returned that, 26 yards.
Quentin Hogan on the interception. Now we've got Cooley in the backfield. 2 receivers left. Single receiver split out right. We got Derikus Harris is You call that an H-back?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. On the right side?
Actually, he's been playing some at tight end. They shift him back in a wing, or we call it H-back.
All righty, here's Hodo. He's going to hand the ball to Cooley, and he's got some room running hard and crashes down to about the 25-yard line for about 9 yards on first down. 6:24 to go in the half. Wayne County up 21-0 and threatening again.
Well, as they say, that's a good first down run, 8 yards.
Ramik Wallace is split out left, one-on-one out here by himself. We got kind of piled up over to the right side. Stewart and Fallon. He's going to hand the ball to Cooley again. Cooley's making folks miss and just running over what doesn't miss him down to the 15-yard line. What he doesn't make miss, he runs over, Kenny.
Well, it's just there's not enough of them in the way for him to get a good bowling pin effect. I'm not sure he's not looking for somebody to try to run up.
The other sophomore running back checks in, number 16, Chambers, and he's going to get his try at it. Here he goes running hard down inside the 10-yard line for about, 8 yards on first down. 5:51 to go in the half. Wayne County up 21-0 with a second and about 2. Ball's placed at the 8-yard line. So that 292-pound average offensive line out there is making a way for these Warrigal running backs. And just give it to Chambers again. Here he goes running straight up the field, and he's going to be short of the end zone down there. I don't know if the ball came out, but if Wayne County's got it, it's going to be first and goal.
Well,
I believe there's no change of possession down there.
I think he was down. He might have came out after he was down, but the ball looks like it's Marshall on the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2. Timothy Stokes is in there, number 77 up front for Wayne County right now, playing on the offensive line. There goes Cooley, and he was down to about the 1-yard line, and that looked like a horse collar for me. They grabbed him the way he came down. He came down backwards, but he's short of the goal line, but it's second and goal from about the 2. Cooley checks out, and Chambers checks back in. 4:59 to go in the half. Wayne County up 21-0. 2 receivers. We got a stacked formation out here on the right with Stewart and Fallon. And there's going to be a handoff, and Chambers is touchdown. Wayne County. Shindarius Chambers, the sophomore running back. So Wayne County is going to move up by a score of 27-0, and McCary is going to be on to try the PAT out of the Stewart hold and receiving the snap from Hunter James. Well, you called it, Kenny. We turned the ball over on the in the end zone. They got their first down, and we took it away from them at midfield and got it on the return back down to about the 30. There's a snap, the kick, and it's up, and it's good. So 4:46 to go in the half. Wayne County now 28. The Bulldogs of Natchez High School 0. We're going to go back to the station for a 30-second break, and we'll see you after this word from our sponsors.
Come into Fred's Super Dollar Store and win. Play Fred's Explore the Store Scratch and Win game where playing is as easy as 1, 2, 3, and so is winning. There's 3 ways to play and 3 ways to win. Pick up a game ticket each time you come into the store and earn more tickets by finding and purchasing specially flagged products where you can scratch off and win up to $50,000 instantly or a number of other prizes and awards. Play for your chance at over $2.5 million in prizes and money-saving offers. Be a winner. Come into Fred's Super Dollar Store and explore the store. Contest ends October 4th.
Stadium. 4:46 to go in your first half. Wayne County. You know, Kenny, it's not been the cleanest thing we've seen offensively for Wayne County, but it's certainly been effective.
Well, it's been a little sloppy. I mean, we've not done very well in holding on to the football, but we've also made up for it by having 2 interceptions, and one of them returned for a pick 6. The other one returned some 26 yards and got it down inside Natchez territory. So, defense is making up for the offense's mistakes.
And Wayne County, the offense certainly has some success running the ball. We haven't really thrown the ball. I don't know if you've been able to pull some stats on that. We've tried, but we've dropped, I think, everything we've thrown, have we not?
We've dropped most of them. We've caught a couple. I'll go back and look here in a second and see where we are.
McCary on to kick this thing off. The ball is set down here at the 40-yard line, and he's getting ready to approach this thing and kick it away. And here he goes. He's going to kick it high. It's not going to be too deep. It's going to come down. Oh, it's going to go out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So there go your flags.
They should get pretty good field position.
We'll talk about again, we talked about our leading tacklers were our linebackers. We move on down there, and Jaquan White comes in, and Pinnell. You got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 deep before you get to a defensive back in our tackling numbers.
Marshall, to answer your question, we've thrown 8 or 9 times. I think it's 8, and we completed only caught 2 of them. And so not a lot of success.
Not a lot of success, but we did have some balls dropped at 4:46 to go, and now the Natchez in the half. Wayne County up 28-0, and Natchez is out there with the 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line. Benito Jones is going to be on your nose. Tyree Evans and Jaquan White are your front 3 for Wayne County. 2 receivers both ways. There's a pressure on the quarterback, and I tell you what, there's Benito Jones just ate him alive back there.
I tell you what, he has worked that center over.
Is that what you call a bull rush?
Yes. And where the bull collapses.
I mean, he took, and the other 2 guys up front, Evans and White, were right there with him, but I mean, Benito just pushed that center past the quarterback and said, "Here, you go this way," and he just gobbled him up back there for about a 10-yard loss.
Well, actually, they're only going to call it a 7-yard loss, but still.
4:14 to go in the half. Wayne County's got the pressure on. There's a pass that's complete at the 15-yard line. The Natchez receiver makes a few folks miss, and he's going to get out to the 40-yard line for a nice gain on 2nd down.
And we're going to have a down lineman run him down. I think Benito ran him down from behind, and that was Marshall. That thing was good for, let's see,
about
12 yards.
12 yards, yeah, 3:49 to go. And that's one thing about Benito. He's a big kid, and he covers a lot of ground. He runs downfield and to catch people.
You got to change 16s in at quarterback now.
And we got a late substitution here on defense. There's a pass out there, and I don't think he's going to be able to catch it. It's incomplete. Number 24 has checked in the defensive back for Wayne County. It's kind of dark in this press box. That's Corey Polite. Corey Polite, number 24, is checked in. Now he's back out. And it's going to be 4th and about 5 to go. He hit the receiver, had a chance to make on the ball. It was a little low. He couldn't scoop it out of the turf. And I believe Natchez is going to try to punt this thing away, Kenny, with 3:32 to go in the half. They're trailing 28-0, but I mean they're just having no success against this War Eagle defense at all.
Tell you what, it's been amazing to watch. Now, how much of these guys we'll see in the second half don't know.
There's flags.
Sure what that was.
I don't know what it was. Flags going everywhere. I don't think anybody was set. I don't know. Benito's.
I know I didn't have a chance to get set.
Yeah. Wayne County had people running on the field when the ball was snapped, and I think Natchez had people running on the field when the ball was snapped too. Chaos.
Nobody wants it on that side of the.
It's anarchy down there.
Illegal shift.
Okay, that's against
no joke
against the Bulldogs. 3:26 to go, and they punted that ball out of bounds down there to War Eagle 31. And what's going to decline?
I mean, that's a 29-yard punt.
Penalty is declined, so Wayne County will be in business at their own 31-yard line with a 1st and 10, 3:26 to go in the half, and a 28-0 lead are the War Eagles. I could try to give you a scoring recap right now, but it's been so fast and furious down here, I don't know if I can recap it all or not. I know we've had a pick 6. I know we've had a
4-yard run, a 7-yard run, a 1-yard run, and a 50-yard INT, pick 6.
Okay, Hodos and Chambers are in the backfield. Harris, Philon, Stewart to right, Rameek Wallace is left. And Wayne County is in business again here at their own 31-yard line. Let's see what happens. Hodo's going to take the snap. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire one down here to try to get it to Philon out here at about the 45-yard line. And Philon got tangled up with the cover man and couldn't break free, and he wasn't where the ball was. I don't know if that was he was throwing to a spot or not, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know. It kind of looked like a gypsy engagement out here where the bride was already selected and the groom was trying to get away.
2 left, 1 right for Hodo. And he's going to look to throw again. He's going to look down here. He's going to fire one down here across to Harris, just out of his hands at the 42-yard line. It would have been a 1st down. Could he make the catch? But now that one might have been out of range a little bit for Dorikas.
It was a little tall.
And that's going to bring up 3rd down. Wayne County, it looks like they're wanting to work on their passing game a little bit and try to get something going because they just haven't. Like you said, they were like 2 of 8, and now they've thrown 2 or 3 more. Trips right. Hodo's looking to throw again. He's going to fire one out there. The Philon's going to make the catch at the 35-yard line, gain a yard. So going to be 4th down and about 4 or 5 yards to go, so the War Eagles will have to punt this one away. You have to give Natchez defense some credit now. They have not thrown in the towel. They're playing gritty out there.
Well, they are, and we're not completing our plays, pass plays at any rate. So it's something that I'm not so sure I wouldn't come back after the half and make that first group work on some more.
We got the Hodos on the punt. There's a good snap. He takes his time. He's going to put a foot in, and I tell you what, he gets a high spiral that turns over. It's going to be fair caught at the 26-yard line, and the Bulldogs do manage to cover it.
37 yards in the air.
And there's 2:30 to go. 2:30 to go in the half, and Wayne County is up 28-0. We got a flag on the play down there, Kenny. What do you think that's going to be?
Whatever it was against us.
Illegal motion is the call.
Illegal motion.
I don't know if I'm Natchez. I don't know if I want to make you repunt it or not. I guess they are.
Ball's going to come back, and Wayne County's going to have to punt that thing again. 2:30 to go in the half, and Hodo will have to punt it away again. I tell you what, that was a beautiful punt. You see that thing get that spiral, it gets up there high, and it, what you call it, turns over, and he punted one like that. And again, I want to give props down there to Hunter James, the snapper. I mean, he's been on the money all season.
Well,
so far,
punter again.
He's going to be standing inside his own 20. He's going to put another foot in it. And I tell you what, that's going to be pretty effective. It's going to be fielded down there at the 35-yard line. So the Bulldogs will be in business at their own 35-yard line. 2:23 to go in the half.
All of that for a difference of 3 yards. They had the ball on the 32, and now they've got it on the 35.
Well, Hodo's getting him a little punting practice down there tonight. 2:33 to go in the half. Wayne County up 28-0. Let's see, we got Chandler Pugh up front, J.B. Harris, and let's see, that is Quindarius Bivens up front. Hunter James is in at linebacker along with DeAndre Gandy, Trayvon Lofton, and Denzel Bonner. Pennell and McCann are your corners. Paisley Smith and Hogan are your safeties. Two receivers both ways, single back set. There's a handoff. No, he keeps it. The quarterback keeps it. It's pulling one of the Hodo read options there up the hash mark, and he's going to have a nice gain on first down, about 6 yards maybe.
Yeah, that's number 16. He's quite an athlete. We watched him on film, and he's got a big motor under him. He can go. They've had him out at wide receiver while they had number 12 quarterback in the sophomore. This youngster, I think, is a senior, Marshall, if I remember right.
And that's just as hard to track with their players. They really are for us. They got folks playing all over the place. And 151 to go and counting in the half. Wayne County up 28-0. There's a handoff up the middle, and that's not going anywhere. Probably going to lose a yard. Hunter James comes flying across the top of that pile. J.B. and Harris and Chandler Pugh and Quindarius Bivens have that thing piled up there for about a yard loss on second down. So it's going to bring up third and about 5 for the Bulldogs.
Did a good job of just jamming all that up on the inside.
3rd and 5, 122 and counting in the half. Two receivers both ways, single back set for the Bulldogs. Here's your snap. He's looking to throw. Got a little time this time. Runs out of time, and now he's on his horse. Chandler Pugh's chased him. Can't catch him. And, that's a great open field tackle down there. Who was that? That was Hunter James out there with a great open field tackle at the 38-yard line. Had he missed him, he could have gone for first down yardage.
Well, he really could. And here's the thing: if you ever watch the old Rooster cartoon, the old Bugs Bunny Rooster, and he ties the dog and he makes the dog run until he's got the rope tied to him. That's exactly what 16 looked like when he got to Hunter. It was just like his rope ran out.
That's old Foghorn Leghorn.
Yes, I couldn't think of his name.
They got a holding penalty that's going to be declined against the Bulldogs. Going to bring up 4th and about 6 yards to go. 1:05 to go in the half. It looks like Natchez may try to punt this thing away again. And let's back here with Reggie. It's kind of like Forrest Gump's box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get when Reggie gets a chance to get after that football.
Well, absolutely.
He's going to be standing back here at his own 34-yard line. Giving a little ground back there to the 31, 32-yard line. Inside a minute in the half. Wayne County up 28-0. We got a timeout on the field, so we're going to take a 30-second break and go back to the station and be back after this word from our sponsors.
Shopping at Fred's is the smart thing to do. Sign up for your Fred's Smart Card online and start earning Smart Bucks every time you buy Fred's brand items. With Fred's Smart Card, the more you buy, the more you earn. Keep up with your Smart Bucks online and redeem them at checkout while shopping at Fred's, the smart thing to do. Fred's on Spring Street in Waynesboro.
6 seconds to go in the half. Coach Mangum's down there coaching Reggie out there at about the 50-yard line. Tell him,
don't drop it.
Yeah, don't let it get away from you.
Don't drop it.
And Wayne County is up 28-0. They won the toss and deferred the toss their to the second half. So Wayne County will get the ball to start the second half, but that's really not into play right now. Wayne County's been coming after this ball hard all night on this punting formation. Stewart's back there by himself. There's good stuff. There comes the pressure, and then we got a stoppage of play there.
I don't know. We may have been offside.
And the official's going to talk it over. Our officials tonight are our umpire is Winston G. Buckley, our lineman, Thomas Willis,
procedure.
Line judge Harold Tucker, back judge James Spencer, electric clock operator Anthony Page, field judge Michael Page, and the 25-second clock Mike King. Mike King, that's our officials for tonight. Keeping things in order out there. There's your snap, and there's a line shot that Reggie, I don't know if he touched it. I hope he didn't. That thing's going back inside the 20-yard line, and the Bulldogs are going to get on it down there. And he stuck his hand up as it was going by, but fortunately he did not touch it. So
now Reggie's if Reggie was about 6 foot, he might have got to it.
Ball's going to be back there at the War Eagles 16-yard line. 48 seconds to go in the half. Wayne County up 28-0. Here comes your War Eagle offense back on the field. Cooley,
45-yard punt,
is going to be your running back. 45-yard, that's a pretty good punt. Kenny, it never got over about 8 9 feet off the ground.
Oh, man, it tells you like a rifle shot going down through there.
All right, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right for Hodo. Cooley's in the backfield with him. And Hodo's looking to throw. He's got under pressure, going to fire one down here and just throw it away. I mean, they had a great pressure up the middle on him, and Hodo was wanting to throw that thing down the field down here to Reggie Stewart out down here about the 35-yard line and just did not have the time to do it.
No, good job by number 32 over there and number 25 for Natchez to put that pressure on Hodo.
Stops the clock at 44 seconds. 2nd and 10 for the War Eagles. Hodo's going to hand it to Cooley this time, and he's going to lean hard on that defense for about 3 yards. Off tackle, he's going to cross over the hash mark out there and be tackled out about the 19-yard line. 32 seconds and counting. 28-0, Wayne County. Let's see here, the 25-second clock. We're inside the 25-second clock. They don't really have to run another play, and I imagine they're going to let this clock run out, and we'll see. And that's what they're going to do. That's going to bring our first half to a close with the score Wayne County 28, Natchez 0. We're going to take a break and then be back with our halftime guest, Lady War Eagles softball coach Jamie Powell. We will hear from Coach Powell after this word from our sponsors.
The most versatile cooking device ever. Is it a grill, an oven, or a smoker? Yes, it's all three. Your friends at Gatlin Building Supply had the answer, and it's the Big Green Egg. Often copied, never matched. There's only one original Big Green Egg, and a place to get it in Wayne County is Gatlin's. Come see the selection that Gatlin's has to offer, along with all the accessories for your Big Green Egg. At Gatlin's, find the solutions to all your building and remodeling questions. Gatlin's, where we have the answers for you, located North Spring Street in Waynesboro.
The tail from you've got a better angle than I do.
I
over
guess.
There. You're about 3 feet further over.
Yeah, give me an angle now. Give me an angle and I'll take a mile. Or is that an inch and a mile?
Depends on where you are. If you're in England, that'll be you give me a centimeter and you'll take a quart or a kilometer.
Very busy night here at War Eagle Stadium with the breast celebrating or being, I don't know if you celebrating or being cognizant of breast cancer awareness month, and this is our pink out night here at War Eagle Stadium, and there's a lot of pink in the house tonight, and we've had a busy halftime with the Orange Crush performing at halftime, and we had the cheerleader camp folks in the Waynesboro Elementary School cheerleaders on pregame tonight, so a lot of things going on. And now what we're fixing to have going on is second half football between the Bulldogs and the War Eagles, and here comes your kick. And I tell you what, Kenny, that kid's got a foot. He's kicked that thing inside the 5. Pylon takes it at about the 7. He's heading up the hash mark, making a couple of misses, and going to run hard out across the 25. Wayne County's offense will be in business at about the 26-yard line with a 1st and 10. Their own 26-yard line, that is.
Well, that was one of those almost straight-on kind of square-toed kicks, and, man, he put her down the field.
Yes, he did. That's the way we used to do it back in the day before we had all this fancy sidewise.
Yeah, then y'all got to play at night once they got electricity in there, too.
That's right. Triple receivers out right. That's going to be Wallace, number 19. Pylon 3, Harris, 15. To your left, single man out left is Reggie Stewart. Cooley's in the backfield with Hodo. Hodo's looking around down here, and he's going to take the snap and hand it off to Cooley, and he's going to somebody's going to tackle him up around the head and drag him down at the 30-yard line, and flags come out, Kenny.
I'm not really sure what the flag's going to be for. I would hope it's for the horse collar, but
let's see. Let's get that offensive front for you while we're figuring out what that is. Soshan Washington, Dexter Daniels, Hamilton Hudson, Zach Henderson, and Brandon Veasley up front for Wayne County.
And it is. They're going to call the face mask.
Well, when in doubt, stay away from that head, because there's a couple of things you get called for, horse collars and face mask and all that kind of stuff, and that's what got them. Going to move the ball out to about the 44-yard line of the War Eagles, give them a 1st and 10 with 11:17 to go in the third quarter, up 28-0. Here it goes, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hodo's looking to throw, fires one out there to Harris, makes the catch and puts I said made the catch, but guess what, Kenny? He did not make the catch, and he was wide open out there. Kind of hit him on like a little wheel route out there about the line of scrimmage, and he was all up in his chest, and he was running and juggling it, but he never had possession of it. Could not make the catch.
And in all, I really hate to. I almost just want to put, instead of incomplete here on my paperwork, I just want to put D for drop.
2 receivers right. I know what you mean. They got Harris back here at your wing back, H-back, whatever we're going to call him out there on the right side. 2 receivers out wide right. Stewart's to your left down here. Cooley's in the backfield with Hodo. Hodo's going to hand it to Cooley this time, and he's going to run hard up the middle and put his head down and just refuses to go down, and he's pushing down to the 41-yard line. That's just a tremendous run, Kenny.
And you can see Hudson and those offensive linemen down here just pushing people off of him. And Marshall, he got hit at the Natchez 46, and he just carried 2 or 3 of them with him to the 40.
He's a power runner. I mean, we've had some speed guys and lots of them. This guy is a power runner.
That's 16 yards and a 1st down.
He's still in the backfield. They're going to give it to him again, and he's at the 40, running inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line, and flags going everywhere. They had a nice 1st down game. What do you think that's going to be about,
Kenny? It's back here. It's back around the 38, and that's generally in a place where you get a hold.
Yeah. And then you're Johnny on the spot with that call. It is hold, and it's going to back the War Eagles up. Cooley's out. Chambers is in. Phylon and Wallace are going to be right. Stewart's going to be left. Harris is going to be split out there to the right side. They don't have him lined up at the tight end. They're going to have him out kind of out there in the slot area. It's going to take the War Eagles back to about midfield. What down is this going to leave us in?
It's going to be 1st and probably 20.
1st and 20. Got the speed man in back there now. Chambers, number 16, sophomore running back, alternating the 2 sophomores. And Hodo's looking to throw, and there's another one out there. Harris makes the catch this time, but, they were all over it, so they tackled him for about a 1-yard, if any, gain. But he did make the catch.
Well, he did, and I'm willing to give credit where credit's due. It's no gain. It's 2nd and 20, but, hey, we caught the football.
He caught that ball under duress. The other one, he was wide open, but the guy was all over him, and he makes those tough catches now.
He could have caught it under an oak tree.
We're not going to beat old Dorikas up too bad. Here we go with another snap, and Hodo's back to throw again. He's looking to cross the middle to Reggie Stewart, and Reggie had to dive for that one between the hash marks out there and could not make the catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 20 yards to go for the War Eagles. 10-19 to go in the third. Wayne County up 28-0 on the inaugural possession of the third quarter here. Wayne County had won the toss and deferred the second half, and they've got the ball with 3 receivers split left, a single man out right. Hodo's probably going to be looking to throw all the way. They have not been afraid to throw that football.
Well, you got Malik Wallace, and they've got man coverage on Malik. Got to cover 3 over here. The safety cheated to this side.
He's looking toward Ramik, and he's got him breaking free down here, and here he goes. Makes the catch at the 20. Down the sideline, touchdown, Ramik Wallace. That's about a 50-yarder, isn't it?
I was right, too, wasn't I?
You were right, Kenny. You call that, and that's just a great catch right there, and the ball was just right over the shoulder, and he caught it in full stride. And Ramik's a big guy. He's about 6'2", and probably about 205, 210 pounds. He's a big kid.
Well, you get him in man coverage like that, and tell you what, it's hard not to throw him the football.
All righty, Hunter James out to snap it to Reggie Stewart, and we're going to have Brandon McCary on for the PAT, and the kick is up, and let's see. Oh, yeah, it's good. So with 10-12 to go in the third, Wayne County goes to 35-0. We're going back to the station for a 30-second break and be back after this commercial.
From yard care to farmland, Chapman Tractor Company in Waynesboro can get you up and running and keep you that way. From sales to service, Chapman Tractor has what it takes to match your needs to the right equipment and to keep your equipment in tip-top shape. Our sales staff is in the know with a wide selection of equipment and implements to meet your needs. Service, we provide it with a trained professional staff at your disposal. And don't forget our parts department, where we have a comprehensive inventory and the folks on location to help you find the part you need when you need it. Chapman Tractor Company, Waynesboro, Mississippi.
Kick this thing away. It's just a thing of beauty out there, like you said, Kenny. Man up, man on man out there, and Ramik just ran down that sideline, and Hodo lofted that ball out there, and he ran right under it, caught it in full stride, touchdown Wayne County. Carries on to kick it away again. Last time we kicked it away, kicked it out of bounds, and got the penalty. Let's see what he does this time with 10-12 to go in the third. Wayne County 35-0.
I'll tell you what, with him in single man coverage over there, it was just too hard to pass up. That was a great setup that time when the safety pulled to this side inside the hash. It was just great.
And let's see what happens here.
Oh, man. Oh, a hop, skip, and a jump, and number 2 finds himself on his back at the 30 after he caught the ball.
You see who's getting up on that tackle, number 23.
Yeah.
Kadarius Pinnell. And I tell you what, he's a big cover guy. And let's get a look here. I want to see. Ramik Wallace is listed at 6'2", 196. That's a pretty big wide receiver by Wayne County standards.
Yes.
That's going to put the ball at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. We got Benito Jones, Jaquan White, and Quindarius Bivens up front. Their linebackers, Tyler Hopkins, Denzel Bonner, Trayvon Lofton, Jamal Poe, Pinnell, and Paisley Smith are your corners. McCann and DeCarlos Walker are your safeties. 2 receivers both ways for the Bulldogs with a single back set for him. Got a flag, Kenny. Hazard to guess what that's about.
Not really sure unless they didn't have enough men on the line of scrimmage. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We are at 10 minutes squared away up there, 35-0. Wayne County up.
I'm not sure it's anything, really. I mean,
it's just a little friendly conversation down here, and the referee's going to wave that flag off. Again, you never cease to amaze me. I mean, even when you call them when they call them, and when they call them and they're not, you know that before they do.
He probably had to tie his shoes.
It's uncanny.
There's no way he can get enough time to do it.
Here we go. 2 receivers both ways for the Bulldogs. Single back set. Here is your snap, and here comes the rush. And they put him on his horse, and Benito's closing in on him. He makes a pass down here. It's picked off by Javonte McCann at the 40-yard line. He's trying to get on the corner. They're stretching him out, and he's going to turn upfield and get to maybe the 34-yard line of the Bulldogs. So Benito Jones was in that backfield putting that quarterback on his horse, and he threw an ill-advised pass deep across the middle, and Javonte McCann gets some time at wide receiver and safety. He makes the pick, and I believe that's his first pick of the year, Kenny.
I think that's right. Man, I know Roy Arrington was really wishing he was playing tonight. He had a little chest infection, and so he's having to sit this one out, which is good. I mean, you want to keep you guys rested up.
Okay, we came in tonight with 3 interceptions by Pinnell and 1 by DeCarlos Walker. Pinnell's got another one, and now McCann's got 1. Hodo's under pressure and is going to be sacked back out close to the 50-yard line. And Wayne County was in business after the return. Go ahead, Kenny.
I was going to say they pushed him from around the 42-yard line, but I'm not sure where they're going. He's going
47.
Okay.
47-yard line, and you were right. They caught him. I guess that's where they figured where they started pushing him from, but regardless, it's 1st and 10, Wayne County at their Bulldog 47. 9:10 to go, and Hodo's going to hand it to
oh, man, just
Chris Cooley
shoestring tackle. Chris will get a couple of yards that back. It's going to be about a 3rd and 20.
3rd and 20. You're right on the spot there with that one. 8:57 to go. 35-0 Wayne County. Philon checks in. Wallace is out there right with Harris and Philon. Reggie Stewart's down here left. Cooley's in the backfield with Hodo. 8:46 and counting. Let's see if the War Eagles got any magic down there offensively. Hodo's been under a pretty good pressure there, and there they come again, and he's having to move to his right. He's going to fire one out there, and Harris is going to make the catch at the 40 and be cut down out there at the 36-yard line, so Wayne County is not going to have a first down. It's going to be 4th and 11, but Harris has got him a couple of catches in a row. He got him a string going there, Kenny.
Well, he does, and it's of course, I guess once you make that catch, it helps your confidence a lot.
Wayne County's going for it. 8:13 and counting, up 35-0 with a 4th and 11 on the Bulldog 36. Two receivers both ways, single back set. He's looking to throw all the way. He's going to fire one down here. Got Philon at the 20. He makes the catch. He's at the 15 and gets hit right in the face and out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
I'll tell you what, number 8 likes to hit folks in the face. That's the 3rd or 4th time he's done that tonight.
That's. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he didn't hit it. He hit him with his hands. I mean, I don't know if you could call it, but it looked kind of nasty.
Yeah, you can. You're not supposed to get a lick in the face like that.
Cooley's in the backfield with Hodo. War Eagles at the 17. There's a handoff to Cooley, and he's going to find pretty tough sledding up the middle. They're going to stop him at the line of scrimmage. 7:40 to go in the third quarter. War Eagles up 35-0 and threatening again inside the 20 on the 4th down conversion pass from Hodo to Philon. And we've got an injured War Eagle on the field. We're going to take a 30-second break and be back after this commercial.
Extreme Sound Security and more, where more means equipment for the outdoorsman. We are our area's authorized Benelli dealer and have all the accessories to complement your outdoor adventures. As your elite archery dealer, we offer a broad selection of new bows, arrows, and all the accessories to meet your needs. We also have a good selection of used bows available. Whether it's a new or used bow you're looking for or repairs and tune-ups for the bow you have, Extreme Sound Security and more is a place to go. Extreme Sound Security and more. It's a place to go at 711 Station Street in Waynesboro.
The 20-yard line. Chambers is now in the backfield with Hodo. 2 left, 1 right for him. And here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's going to fire one down here to the end zone. Philon
too far.
Makes a diving attempt at the ball down here at the very corner of the end zone. There's a flag on the play. It is incomplete, by the way. He did not get his feet. He was concentrating on getting his feet down. He couldn't quite stretch out far enough for the ball.
I think there might have been a defensive hold here.
At 7:15, the clock stops on the incomplete pass, and like you said, Kenny, it is holding, but it's on the offense.
Oh, no. He didn't hear me.
He's backing him up. Going to move the ball back out here to about the 28-yard line. 7:15 to go in the third. Wayne County up 25-0.
So that's going to be 3rd and 21.
They're showing second
and 21, rather. I'm sorry.
That's no problem. DeCarlos Walker checks in at running back. Number 14, he plays some safety, and he's playing running back right now. And Hodo's looking to throw. He's going to fire one out there. He's going to go high to Wallace, and he's going to stretch Wallace out at about the 26-yard line. And they're going to cut his feet out from under him, and he goes down hard, but over his head, was unable to make the catch. Incomplete pass, 3rd down and 20 to go for the War Eagles. 7:06 to go in the third. War Eagles up 35-0. Trips right.
Go
ahead.
Philon was open out there a while ago, and I just don't think Hodo saw him, but he was open around the 10-yard line. Wasn't a soul around him. Everybody was between him and the football.
All righty, single back set with him. Hodo's looking to throw, and he's going to fire one out there to Wallace. He's going to catch it on the short hop out there at the 22-yard line. Going to bring up 4th down for the War Eagles. 7:03 to go in the third quarter. Looks like 4th down and 20. Wayne County's going to go for it. I mean, what else do you do in a situation like this, Kenny?
Not much. We're probably going to be just out of field goal range. That'd be a 44-yarder. We just hadn't quite got the leg. McCary hadn't. But you get him inside the 30 now, and or inside the 25, and he's good.
Hodo's looking to throw reverse pivot. He's going to fire one out here. He's trying to get it to Wallace. It's going to be out of bounds down there at the 10-yard line. Not caught. Incomplete pass. Couldn't make the connection. War Eagles turned the ball over on downs. They had the ball. They had a first down there at the 17-yard line. They could not do anything with it. They got backed up. Going to turn it over on downs, and the Bulldogs are going to take possession of the ball. And with a 1st and 10, 6:58 to go, and they are trailing Wayne County 35-0. The ball will be at the 27-yard line of the Bulldogs, moving left to right. Jabian Harris, Quindarius Bivens, Chandler Pugh up front for Wayne County. Defensive backs and linebackers are the same, but we had out there in the last series 2 receivers both ways for a single back set, and he's back to throw. There comes the pressure, and the ball's on the ground, and Wayne County's everybody's getting a shot at it, and looks like everybody in their dog had a shot at it down there for Wayne County, and I don't know who finally got it. It was Jamal Poe finally picked it up.
Throwing a pork chop bone in a dog pen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Man, it was a mad scramble.
He had a little time, and the pressure got to him, and somebody reached a big old paw out there and slapped that ball out of his hands just on the ground. And then, but you talked about that short-legged pig in the big pen. That's more like a grease pig out there, grease pigskin.
That was like trying to have 5 people pick up a $5 bill in the back of a taxi cab, would.
2 receivers right. White, we got a single back set for Hodo, and he's going to hand the ball to Cooley, and he's going to run for about 3 or 4 yards on first down, 6:43 in counting. Wayne County's back in business, deep in Bulldog territory, leading 35-0.
Well, Cooley must have just got sort of a tweak in his ankle. He picked up 3 yards then. It'd be, 2nd 7 from the 22?
That's correct, and there goes I may have said Cooley, and I misled you, Kenny. That's Chambers, and he's going to get inside the 20.
I never looked up. I trust you too much.
You trusted me, and I let you down. I apologize for that. That was Chambers, and now they're putting Walker in. DeCarlos Walker, number 14. He's a senior. And like I say, he plays on both sides of the ball. He'll play the defensive back, and he'll run that football for you. He's a big, strong kid down there. And he's going to get the carry, and he's going to make one miss. And here he goes running hard, breaking tackles down to the 5. Touchdown, DeCarlos Walker, Wayne County. I mean, that's just pure power. DeCarlos is pretty husky.
Well, he just refused to go down. He got hit low and high a couple of times and just refused to go to ground. And great job by Walker.
He's a 5'7", 178-pounder, and he looks heavier than 178 to me, but nonetheless, he's got himself a touchdown, and McCary's on to try the PAT once again. There's a good snap, and that's money, and that kick is money. So with 5:59 to go in the third, Wayne County moves to 42-0. We're going to take a 30-second break back to the station to hear from some of our sponsors and be back after this commercial.
Woolwine is proud to be part of the Wayne County War Eagle community, and we have the inventory to prove it. Woolwine Autoplex in Waynesboro is where you can find the best in pre-owned cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs. At Waynesboro's Woolwine Autoplex, we offer great financing options and a courteous staff that is ready to help you with your next vehicle. Come see Woolwine in the heart of Wayne County, where the War Eagles soar, and let us put you in your next vehicle.
Announcement over the PA system. This is a big key district matchup going on over in Laurel tonight, and in the third quarter, Laurel is leading Brookhaven by a score of 20-9. Interesting score because that certainly has seeding ramifications in our district. Those two teams are certainly perennial contenders, and we travel to Brookhaven next week to take on the Panthers at Brookhaven, and that's always a tough road to hoe over there.
Yeah, and a lot of folks are expecting Laurel to blow them out, but now the thing about Brookhaven, what just drives you crazy about them is they don't play as well a lot of years the first part of the year, but man, as it gets deep and you get in the playoffs, I mean, they turn into monster contenders.
I'll tell you what else they got. They got the number 1 ranked linebacker in the United States of America on that football team, and one Leo Lewis.
And I heard read where some of the Laurel fans were expecting to be 50-20 or something, but I tell you, man, that Brookhaven bunch is tough to score on.
Another deal at halftime, West Jones leads Pearl River Central 17-13. And Wayne County's getting set, McCary, to kick this thing away, leading 42-0, and he's going to kick it, and it's going to come down at the 25-yard line, and there's Wayne County after him. He's getting some room to run, and he heads toward the middle of the field and can't find anything there, and then the time he cuts back out trying to get outside the hash on this side, he's just War Eagles everywhere down there. So
if you ever see those balls of fish on those National Geographic deals where they're just like
bait balls,
and then these tuna just start going to them and through them.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like down there.
You're exactly right. They're picking off Bulldogs down there.
Man.
Two big key matchups that we just talked about there, Laurel and Brookhaven and Pearl River Central and West Jones going at it. So right now, Wayne County's going at it with the Bulldogs and having their way 42-0. Yeah, you rascally rev it down there. 5:46 to go in the third. Wayne County up again, 42-0. Bulldogs with the 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Hand off around the left side and the old jet sweep, as Kenny said, and.
Oh, we're going to get a 15-yard penalty for dragging him down over there.
They strung him across that field, and they're playing that inside-out defense we've talked about, stretching it out, and they stretched him out way out of bounds and tackled him out there. And let's see, Kenny, if you're right. I believe you probably are. You usually are. Of course, I don't have a problem.
Well, I mean, unless somebody from Natchez did something nasty, I don't know, but it looked to me like they were all tangled up over there in a big discombobulation and fell down. So usually that's they'll make that call on the defender for not turning him loose.
Well, Kenny, let's see what they're going to do. Yeah.
Oh, offsetting penalties, face mask.
So there you go. So what do we do? Replay that?
Yep, replay the down.
1st and 10.
But I don't know if they're dead ball. Well, if they're dead ball fouls now, the play stands.
Well, let's see. Interesting call. Let's see what they do with it, Kenny.
Replay 1st down.
If it happened out of bounds, Marshall, it should be.
Well, I'll go with you, Kenny, but what we're looking at is a 1st and 10 from the 27 like we started with. Let's see. No, they haven't. He's still giving signals. He's going back through the signaling process again. And did he hold up 2 fingers? No, he held up 2 fingers. You were right, Kenny. You got it right. 2nd and 10. Boy, you're all over that, K-Dog. Man, when you know the rules, it's a fun game. And oh, my goodness, there was a high pass out there to the 30-yard line, and let's see who that was. That was Pinnell trying to get him another pick. He went up high to get it and could not pull it down. 5:35 to go in the third. Wayne County, 42, Bulldogs 0. Kenny?
Well, just still getting that pressure, and that's why they're having to unload that football in such a hurry.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Pinnell was out there, Johnny on the spot, trying to get him another pick. Couldn't do it. There comes Chandler Pugh's going to get after the quarterback, and they're Quindarius Bibbins, and they're running him all over the place. I don't know if he stepped out of it. He's inside the 10, and they got him back there at the 1-yard line.
He just stopped. I mean, it was sort of like,
He ran till he realized he wasn't going to get away. There was nothing else to do. I mean, they chased him from the middle of the field along the 20-yard line out to the other side of the field, then down the sideline back toward his own end zone, and then back out to the 1, and they tackled him at the 1-yard line.
That is a loss of 26 yards. I'm reminded of that movie, Unnecessary Roughness, where the guy ran behind the official and said, blow the whistle, blow the whistle.
Well, we're going to take a timeout for a 30-second break and go back to the station and be back after this word from our sponsors. Fish camps are a grand southern tradition where you can always count on great food and friendly service. In Wayne County, when it comes to food, there is none more rich in tradition than Pop's Fish, Seafood, and Steakhouse. Our fish is fresh and fine. Our seafood, you can hear the gulls and smell the ocean while enjoying shrimp, oysters, and the like. Our steaks, don't take our word for it. Come and taste for yourself. Come on down by the Chickasawhay River, 184 east out of Waynesboro, where you can taste and experience the tradition that is Pop's Fish, Seafood, and Steakhouse. We're back at Warrego Stadium, and McCary is getting ready to kick this thing away for Wayne County. 4:15 to go. Wayne County 48-0. There's going to be kicked high and going to be short and come down at the 25-yard line. Wayne County's going to get after him and tackle him. He's going to give up a yard from where he caught it, and the Bulldogs will be in business inside their own 25. 4:07 to go in the third quarter. Wayne County up 48-0.
Denzel Bonner down in there on that tackle, Marshall.
Denzel's, as always, got a nose for that football. And you can find that ball. He's going to be close to it, I guarantee you.
At least one of his forwards on it.
Let's see. Chandler Pugh, J.B. Harris, Quindarius Bibbins up front. Here comes Hunter James and DeAndre Gandy to replace Tyler Hopkins and Jamal Poe. Trayvon Lofton stays in. McCann, Bonner, Pinnell, Paisley Smith and DeCarlos Walker, your defensive backs. Oh, my goodness, that's Chandler Pugh. He came crashing off that defensive end, and they were 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage trying to make that handoff, and he got there about the time to snap. Then Chandler Pugh, that senior defensive end, just had himself had lunch, had dinner out there.
I tell you what, that looked like a really bad wreck at an intersection.
I mean, and he came off that line of scrimmage, and nobody touched him. He was so quick off that ball. 3:40 to go, 2nd and 17 from the 16 for the Bulldogs. 3:35 and counting. The Bulldogs trail Wayne County 48-0. There's another handoff and another nowhere to go. I don't know if he did not get back to the line of scrimmage, and there's Bivens and getting up and Pugh getting up and DeCarlos Walker up in there getting up. Nope, that's number 41. Let me get to him for you. That's a new one out there that got by me. That's number 41 on that stop, Jaquarius Leggett on that tackle.
Marshall, that's 2 carries and a net loss of 8 yards. I don't know what Natchez' stats look like, but they're going to be negative numbers.
Jeffrey Ramey, number 33, is in out there for Wayne County. 3rd down and about 20 to go. He's looking to throw. There's pressure. Oh, they're going to get a hand on him. A great escapability there by the Natchez quarterback, and there's a flag down at the 10. They had him, and back there had a good hand on him, but couldn't hold him. He's pretty he's pretty running for his life. He's getting adept at that, Kenny, tonight.
Well, you get practice at it, you get good at it.
The flag is down out there at about the 10.
Should be a hold against them.
2:42 in the counting in the 3rd. Well, it's not counting. The clock is stopped. Excuse me. And you're right. They're gonna back him up. As part of the foul is going to be the 15-yard line, I do believe. Is that a spot foul, Kenny?
Yeah, it's a spot foul, and they'll move it back inside the 10.
Holding is the call against the Bulldogs.
It was right, Kenny. You were right. Holding. 2:42 to go. 48-0. 3rd and. Ball's at the 5-yard line now, Kenny, and I mean,
it's going to be 3rd and about 27 or so, 28.
2:37 in the 3rd. This is, I'm like you. They've got far more negative. They may have 100 yards and be 100 yards in the hole before this thing's over.
I don't think we'll have a game.
There's a handoff, and I mean,
he hit him at the 1.
Yeah, He's back at the. Yeah, well, they're going to give
him the 2.
They're going to have a little mercy on him.
That's a mercy spot.
Give him the 2. They're at 4th and 4th that they're down at their own 2. The last time they had it, they were 4th down at their own 1, and so they have lost. They've lost 20 yards. Oh, they've lost 22, 23 yards on this possession.
Well, they had 1st and 10 for the 22, so yeah, they've lost 20.
Inside 2 minutes of the 3rd, Wayne County's up 48-0. If we got a timeout, we do have a timeout, so we're going to take a 30-second break. Back to the station to see you after this commercial.
The most versatile cooking device ever. Is it a grill, an oven, or a smoker? Yes, it's all 3. Your friends at Gatlin Building Supply had the answer, and it's the Big Green Egg. Often copied, never matched. There is only one original Big Green Egg, and a place to get it in Wayne County is Gatlin's. Come see the selection that Gatlin's has to offer, along with all the accessories for your Big Green Egg. At Gatlin's, find the solutions to all your building and remodeling questions. Gatlin's, where we have the answers for you, located North Spring Street in Waynesboro.
3rd quarter, Wayne County is up 48-0, and the Bulldogs of Natchez are looking at a 4th and 37 from their own 1-yard line. And Kenny, this is very much going to be a replay of the last thing. Except Reggie Stewart is not going to be running this one back. We've got Chambers back to give him a shot at this one.
Booty. Booty is back.
He's standing at his 40-yard line, and Reggie's like a center fielder back there chasing that thing down. He finds out where he's going. He's trying to get it. Let's see how Chambers does. He's a sophomore, and so we call his name. He's been running the ball, getting a lot of reps at running back over the past few weeks. It's the close of the season last year. He and Cooley both got a lot of playing time as freshmen before the season was over. There's your snap. And he's going to kick one out here, and it's going to be down the sideline and going to go out of bounds at the 31-yard line. So with 1:48 to go in the 3rd, Wayne County's going to be in business at the Bulldog 31-yard line with a 1st and 10.
That's about a 30-yard punt. And he kicked it in the right place. He kicked it out of bounds.
He sure did. You got to give him credit because he's been he's been directional with those punts for sure. Deion Smith is going to be your quarterback. Will Mangum, number 8, is in there at receiver. Xavier Lampley's in there at receiver. Number 89. 89. It's dark in this press box, and I can't see all these numbers.
They just said that Wingfield was up 12-10 over South Jones.
We got some light down here. We got a lot of new folks rotating in there. Number 79 is in there for Wayne County. That's Willie Howell. I can't see who your running back is. Xavier Lampley, number 9, is out left. Will Mangum's right there. Chambers on the handoff, and he's making folks miss. Still going. He's at the 20. He's at the 10, and there's a touchdown, Wayne County. Kenny, he took that handoff up the middle, and there was just kind of – he took the ball right behind the center, and once it hit his hands, he just kind of found a lane angling out at about a 45-degree angle out that right side of that offensive line, and he hit the corner out there about that hash, and then it was all the way to the end zone for a touchdown for him. So he's fast.
I tell you what, that's just amazing to watch him run.
Number 85 back on the kick again. That's Reynolds on for another PAT out of the Mangum hole. There's a good snap. Kick is up, and let's see if he gets this one. And Reynolds is good on this one. So with 1:39 to go in the third, Wayne County goes up by a score of 55-0. We're going to take a 30-second break back to the commercial and be back for the kickoff after this word from our sponsors.
Shopping at Fred's is the smart thing to do. Sign up for your Fred's Smart Card online and start earning Smart Bucks every time you buy Fred's brand items. With Fred's Smart Card, the more you buy, the more you earn. Keep up with your Smart Bucks online and redeem them at checkout while shopping at Fred's, the smart thing to do. Fred's on Spring Street in Waynesboro.
Wayne County has kicked off, and Vernon Summerall has made himself a tackle. It's got Natchez backed up inside their own 20. They'll spot it at their 19, and Natchez is trailing Wayne County 55-0. And let's see, we got some get you some War Eagle names out there. We're starting to see some substitutions at handy. 42, Jace Busby's in at defensive back over here. 26, DeAndre Gandy's in there. We'll get get some more folks for you. Mention that right here in a minute. Natchez got a single back set, 2 receivers both ways. And here goes your snap, and he's going to hand that thing off, and got a little running room, going to get across the 20, out to the 25-yard line on first down. There's number 24 out there for Wayne County playing defense. That's Corey Polite, 31 for Wayne County. Devin Washam, 42. I gave you his name a while ago. Let's see, number 31 out there for Wayne County. I just gave you him, Devin Washam. 33 is Jeffrey Ramey. Chandler Pugh still out there is Bivens, and Harris up front. Hunter James is a linebacker for you. And let's see if we can get some more.
That just hadn't subbed a lot of guys yet. They're still pretty much going with the guys they started with.
And he's going to make a pass out here and try to get it to number 5. He makes the catch for a first down, and they're having a hard time getting him down. That kid's playing hard, Kenny. You got to love that in the kid that, they're down 55-0. They're still pitching and catching and fighting for every yard they can get.
Oh, absolutely. He gets out to the 35, so that's a 10-yard gain and one of those rare first downs.
27, Deantavius Mason is out there, a sophomore. Let's see. I think I've gotten everybody listed for you. 41's Leggett. So that's all your Wayne County defense set for you with inside a minute to go in the third, 55-0. Wayne County 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 35. There's a fake handoff, and the quarterback is going to get on the corner right here for a gain of about, 5-6 yards for him. I thought he went out of bounds, but he didn't. The clock they stopped the clock at 25 seconds in the third quarter. Nice bit of running. That kid's got some speed, Kenny.
Well, he does if he gets loose, and he hadn't been able to get loose tonight.
That's the kicker.
First time.
I mean, they've just been smothered all night. They've not been able to get loose, and it doesn't matter how fast you are if you can't get to running. It doesn't matter.
Well, at that time, I don't know if he wanted to hand off or not. I'm not sure he even had a chance to make his mind up because there was 2 blue shirts standing in front of him when he got ready to hand it off, and he just pulled it and took off.
All righty, inside 5 seconds. There's your snap. There's your handoff. He makes his way around the left side, and DeAndre misses him, and the Natchez running back's going to get on the corner. Here he goes, and you talk about another one that can run. He just ran for a touchdown for about oh my goodness, that was
60 yards.
Yeah, 60 yarders. So touchdown, Natchez. They're going to get on the board with as the quarter expires. We'll stay with this as they'll kick the PAT, and then we'll go to the quarter break. I suppose that's the way we'll do this. We'll stay with it right now. The clock is in the third quarter has expired. But 60-yard touchdown run by Natchez, and that's what we were talking about earlier. That guy is not the guy we were talking about that's so fast. That's great team speed. But like you said, they haven't had a chance to breathe. And Leon Gandy walking by, giving us a big wave up here in the press box. He's grinning from ear to ear, having a good time watching Wayne County football. And Natchez is trying to get a team out, extra point team out there, and they're inside 5 seconds on the 25-second clock, and I don't believe they're going to get this thing off. And the clock has expired. They're going to fake it, and it is not going to work. It's not going to work.
Say run fail.
Yeah. So there was no penalty. They didn't call it. So after 3 quarters, Wayne County 55, the Natchez Bulldogs 6. We're going to take a 60-second break for the station for commercials and be back for the 4th quarter after this break.
Extreme Sound Security and more, where more means just that. We install video security systems for your home or business. Plus, we're equipped to assist you with all your personal security needs. We repair cell phones and computers. Plus, buy gold and ship UPS packages and accept drop-offs. Extreme Sound Security and more sells K2 and Ortho coolers. When we say more, we mean it. At Extreme Sound Security and more, 711 Station Street in Waynesboro.
Jace Busby. Hunter James is at linebacker. 31's out there. Devin Washam is a defensive back. And here's your snap. It's going to be handed off up the middle, and Wayne County's going to play it pretty tough. He's going to gain a yard, maybe 2 yards on that second down. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 yards to go for those Bulldogs out of Natchez High School, trailing Wayne County 55-6, 7-16, and counting in your contest. 3rd and 4, and we got 2 receivers to the right and 2 for the left for the Bulldogs with a single back set. They've been in that pretty much all night. There's a quick pass out here, and that's number 31 had a good jump on that ball.
He sure did a good job knocking it down.
Yeah, he got that hand and reached around there and batted that ball down. That's a pretty good defense right there by the young War Eagle defender, Kenny. You like the way he played that one?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tell you what, this bunch is playing pretty good against Natchez starters. I mean, I don't see any of the skill people for Natchez that have taken a break. I mean, they're playing Natchez's first bunch here.
And it's 6:57 to go and counting. There's a handoff looking to throw. There's some pressure. He's going to move to his right, going to fire one downfield. They got coverage on him, and it's going to be out of bounds and incomplete. Could not make the catch, but if he had, he would have been out of bounds. So that that defense in Wayne County at any level, Wayne County, whatever 11 they put out there, with the defense's mindset that Wayne County's got this year, they're going to be 11 and going to be flying to that football.
Well, I tell you what, as old boy says, turnabout's fair play, and we get the ball back on an over on downs.
First down at the Bulldog 41-yard line, 6:50 to go. Wayne County up 55-6. Mangum and company come out. I tell you what, that number 87 down there for Wayne County, that Frederick Clark is a big kid out here on the right side. I haven't seen him. He's a load. There's Mangum going to keep it around the left side. He's going to gain about 4 yards on that first down carry, and he's still going down there fighting hard. 52's in there for Wayne County. Seth Wise, sophomore. 87, I gave you his name, Frederick Clark. Give Mangum 5 yards on the carry. Jonathan McDougal, number 39. Lots of folks to keep up with. Raphael Everett, number 48, has been there pretty much going most of the way with this unit. Single receiver left, 2 right for Mangum. There's a flag on the play. What's that going to be about, Kenny?
Have to be either illegal formation or somebody lined up in the neutral zone. Of course, those offensive linemen, they get down there a long time, and sometimes these officials want to gig them for moving a little. But I tell you what, a big guy getting down there.
It's hard to stay that way.
It's hard to keep your center of gravity offside.
Well, all that for nothing. All righty, that's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and let's see, that's going to be
should be a first down.
And I believe, let's see, Kenny, you are right once again. Boy, if you had $1 for every time you'd be right, you'd have a pocket full of dollars, wouldn't you?
Yeah, if I had $1 for every time I've been right, I'd probably have $5.
We got a timeout on the field. We're going to take a 30-second break and go back to the station for this word from our sponsors and be back with more War Eagle football after this commercial.
From yard care to farmland, Chapman Tractor Company in Waynesboro can get you up and running and keep you that way. From sales to service, Chapman Tractor has what it takes to match your needs to the right equipment and to keep your equipment in tip-top shape. Our sales staff is in the know with a wide selection of equipment and implements to meet your needs. Service, we provide it with a trained professional staff at your disposal. And don't forget our parts department, where we have a comprehensive inventory and the folks on location to help you find the part you need when you need it. Chapman Tractor Company, Waynesboro, Mississippi.
Marshall Wood along with Kenny Odom bringing you the play-by-play and action here for War Eagle football. 6:11 to go in the contest. Wayne County 55, Natchez Bulldogs 6. The War Eagles are looking at a 1st and 10 down here at the Bulldog 31. Will Mangum is your quarterback. Raphael Everett's your running back, and we'll try to get you some more guys. 46, Shavion Lampley split out right along with number 39, Jonathan McDougall, and I can't see far enough to see who that is on the other side of the hash mark over there on the left side of the field. War Eagles moving left to right. And here we go. Mangum looks over, he takes a snap, and he's going to hand it to Everett, and Everett's going to have some nice room on 1st down. And I tell you what, this receiver out here, number 46, Kenny, I don't think you saw it. Shavion Lampley just buried this defensive back downfield.
I saw that. That was pretty good play. Pretty good effort by wide receiver.
He's got the lights, his Friday night lights, and I tell you, that kid's playing some football. I mean, he's 50 yards away from the play, but now he's blocking his guy, buddy. You got to love that. All righty, 5:40 to go and counting. 15 seconds on the 25-second clock. Mangum sets his troops and gets ready to take this snap. 2nd and 5 for the War Eagles. Here goes Will. He handed it to Everett again, and he's running hard down inside the 25-yard line and going to bring up a 3rd and probably 3 yards to go here with 5:22 and counting in the contest.
I don't know. They should have gave him a spot where his headgear hit the ground. He was really pushing and shoving there. Looks like it's on the 23.
55-6, Wayne County leads. Mangum in no hurry to get this play off. Inside 15 seconds on the 25-second clock. Now down to 12, 11, 10. Here goes your snap. Hand it to Everett again. Everett's running hard. He's down to the 21. Did you make it to the 20? If you did, he did.
I thought he did.
It's going to be 1st down, Kenny. You're right. Let's see here. They're going to call for first down, Wayne County. So Wayne County methodically moving the ball down the field here. Running the ball right between the tackles. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. They're just straight ahead, plowing right ahead. 86 checks into the ball game for Wayne County. That is one Ethan Rigney. 86, Ethan Rigney. Playing tight end on this right side. And there goes Everett again. And I'm telling you, he's found himself some trouble there. But
I tell you, I don't know how he got loose, but he got inside the 20 on that, and that was just amazing.
He did, Kenny. He hit 3 or 4 guys, and like you said, he just kept pushing and easing around that left side, and he got himself a little real estate down there. Hard bought and fought for.
And they back him up a little, so it's just he didn't do whatever.
Inside 4 minutes to go in the contest. Wayne County 55-6 with a 2nd and 9 at the Bulldog 20-yard line.
I'm giving him a yard just because he got loose.
He was working hard for it, wasn't he?
Yes, sir.
There goes Mangum. He's going to hand it to Everett. And he got his yard and more that time as he gets down close to the 15-yard line. We'll see where they spot that one at the 16, I do believe. 3:50 and counting in the ball game. Wayne County 55-6 with a 3rd down and about 6 yards to go at the Bulldogs 16-yard line. 25-second clock starting to tick. Wayne County's got a single back, got a tight end on the right side. That's Ethan Rigney. We got 2 receivers out there. We got 846 split out the right, Lampley, and 88, Garius Myers out left. There goes Everett's being a workhorse tonight, and I tell you what, he is fighting for every yard he can get down there. They had him by the ankle and wouldn't turn loose. He kept yanking like a rabbit in a snare, and he just wouldn't quit fighting for yards. He got him a yard. Going to bring up 4th down and about 4 yards to go at the 15-yard line of the Bulldogs with inside 3 minutes to go. Wayne County up 55-6.
Just makes you want to holler G or haw. He's pulling like an old mule, and you want to G or haw him to the left or the right.
And 2:47 and counting, 4th and 4. Let's see what Mangum does on this one. Maybe he'll pull. He keeps it around the left side. Got a little room, and oh my goodness, he's going to be short of the 1st down. They're going to spot him for about a 1-yard gain. So Wayne County's going to turn the ball over on downs. 2:35 to go in the contest. with a 55-6 lead. And Wayne County's got some defensive folks coming out there. 47, Ladarius McDougal's out there. Number 72 out there for Wayne County, Dwayne Davis. Let's see. 47, I gave you his number. I believe that was McDougal.
15 seconds left to go in the game. Kettle 30, Provine 26.
And let's see, 42 back here for Wayne County on defense. Jace Busby, 27. Then Tavius Mason. 2:35 to go. Natchez is in business back here inside their own 15-yard line with the first and 10. There's a handoff up the middle, and they're gonna spot him down after about a 1-yard gain on that one. Number 49 checking in. Kittler checking in for Wayne County on defense.
Yeah, they're on the 14. Looks like they'll give him to the 16. So
2:12 to go and counting. 55-6 Wayne County. Inside 2 minutes to go now. There's your snap and a handoff up the middle and some running room. And he's going to get out to the 20-yard line, maybe across it. We'll see where they spot it. It's going to bring up third down for the Bulldogs. Number 63 is checking in for Wayne County. That is Vernon Sumrall. 24 out there. That is Corey Polite Jr. Safety. 21. Let's see who that is. Kendrick Fuqua. You remember the Fuqua name? We've talked about that. What a linebacker his big brother was here at Wayne County. Kendrick's a sophomore. 1:31 to go. Third down. There's a handoff, and it looks like the Natchez is going to get themselves a first down out to about the 27, 28-yard line. 49 is checking back in. Kittler. 1:22. The clock stops at 1:22 for the moving of the chains. Wayne County's up 55-6.
Well, there's not a whole lot to say at this point. Uncle Jack would say it's all academic.
And there's pretty good. Well, that's a nice running. He's got the hash mark over there running downfield, going to get across the 40 out just inside of his own 45-yard line.
It's going to be a 17-yard gain.
1:07, the clock stops. Wayne County running a lot of folks in and out. And let's see, there's another handoff, and they're starting to get some success on the ground. They're going to get into War Eagle territory down to about the 40-yard line. Inside a minute now. They'd like to put some more points on the board. Like you said, that's their first string in there, but I'm telling you, they're still slugging away, Kenny. You can't say they quit.
Well, I'm not saying quit, but I tell you, you got a first string playing our JV guys, and a lot of these JV guys are the second string JV. Mm-hmm. So, not much you can say, just let them go.
56 seconds, Wayne County 55, Natchez 6, first and 10 on the War Eagle 40-yard line.
Of course, they got two timeouts left. Timeouts left. They can use them.
Go for it, sure. It's right. There's a pass out there. It's caught at the 36-yard line. It's going to be another first down. Going to be out of bounds inside the 30. Stops the clock at 41 seconds.
Knocked out of bounds by 31. Devin Watson for the Warriors.
Washington on the stop for Wayne County. 41.2 seconds to go in your contest. Wayne County up 55-6. The Bulldogs of Natchez moving inside War Eagle territory down here with a first and 10 at the War Eagle 28-yard line. There's your snap, and he's looking to throw. He's going to fire one out there down the right side and going to be knocked out of bounds at the 23-yard line for a nice gain on first down. Stops the clock at 36 seconds. 2nd and 5 to go. Give him 5 yards on the play. Nice little throw and catch down there. Out of bounds, stops that clock. And these two receivers to the right, one to the left for him out here. And there's a handoff up the middle. And he's going to find a little room at the 20. Heading inside the 10-yard line, down the sidelines. And I believe he's got himself a touchdown. The Bulldogs, he signaled the official over there. No, they marked him out of bounds back here, Kenny. No, we got one guy standing at looks like he's marking him out of bounds.
I'd say give it to him and let's get this clock ran out.
I think they did give him a touchdown. So let's see, 12 goes to 12-0, 27.6, and the Bulldogs have scored 12 points.
And whoever number 2 is, that's his second score of the night.
I'm sorry. We've had a time with this roster tonight, and they're going for 2. And they're moving to the right, going to throw the ball. There's some pressure. They're going to fire one down there, and Natchez converts on the 2, so they're going to go. Well, actually, I don't know what's going on with the scoreboard. The scoreboard had 12 on there, and they took 6 off, so it should be 55-14 is what it should be. We're going to take a 30-second break and be back after this word from our sponsors.
The most versatile cooking device ever. Is it a grill, an oven, or a smoker? Yes, it's all 3. Your friends at Gatlin Building Supply had the answer, and it's the Big Green Egg. Often copied, never matched. There is only one original Big Green Egg, and a place to get it in Wayne County is Gatlin's. Come see the selection that Gatlin's has to offer, along with all the accessories for your Big Green Egg. At Gatlin's, find the solutions to all your building and remodeling questions. Gatlin's, where we have the answers for you, located North Spring Street in Waynesboro.
Hey, what you got for us, Kenny?
I don't know. If I knew who went with what number over there, I could tell you.
Number 4. Number 4 caught the 2-point conversion. And we got 23.2 seconds to go in the contest. Wayne County up 55-14. That's just going to be kicking it away. All we need to see now is an onside kick. That'd be a tasty little delight to swallow, wouldn't it, Kenny?
I tell you what, I don't know who's getting credit for this, but I'm just going to pull a name or two. I have to call in these box scores.
And let's see, they're going to kick it deep down here, and let's see who's going to catch it. Pinnell's going to catch it. Let's see, this could be interesting. He's running straight up the field. Here he goes. He's on the corner. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. Cuts back inside, running hard down inside the 40-yard line. Kadarius Pinnell on the return. That's going to do this thing. That's going to move the ball inside the Bulldog down to the 35-yard line. So Wayne County and Pinnell on the return, and that was just a beautiful return right up the middle of the field. And breaking tackles and running hard. We got 12 seconds to go in the contest, 25 seconds on the 25-second clock. So we can snap this thing one time, and that's going to take us out of here. But we'll see what happens. Of course, like you said, Natchez got some timeouts.
I'd throw it deep.
Well, Mangum's in there at quarterback, so we'll see.
Mangums are shifting.
We'll see what Mangum decides to do with this. 12.1 seconds. Wayne County 55. The Bulldogs 14. Bulldogs have and Mangum's going to take a knee. So that's going to wind this thing up. That's going to bring tonight's contest to a close with the final score: Wayne County 55 and Natchez 14. We're going to take a break back to the station for 60 seconds, and then we're going to come back live to recap tonight's contest for you. See you after this commercial.
Extreme Sound Security and More, where more means just that. We install video security systems for your home or business. Plus, we're equipped to assist you with all your personal security needs. We repair cell phones and computers. Plus, buy gold and ship UPS packages and accept drop-offs. Extreme Sound Security and More sells K2 and Ortho coolers. When we say more, we mean it. At Extreme Sound Security and More, 711 Station Street in Waynesboro.
Welcome, WC Web TV post-game show. We got head coach Todd Mangum with us. Coach, district play, first district game. You got yourself a win. A lot of points on the board. Let's talk about the win tonight.
I thought we came out and just, took care of business. It's like I told the guys on Monday, told them tonight before we played, this is not the best team we've played so far. It's not the worst team we've played so far. But it's a region game, and that's why we want to come out and play. Take care of our business, do what we're supposed to do.
On the defensive side of the ball, Natchez, as we watched this game unfold, we saw in the latter part of this game the speed that Natchez had. But with the Warrigal defense, that first 3 quarters, that speed was completely smothered. It never had a chance to run.
Yeah, I thought we did a pretty good, good job. Doing what we're supposed to do, corralling, around the ball, rallying around the ball, getting some pressure on the quarterbacks, keeping them backed up behind the chains, and it's going to take that, Marshall, and more as we go on in region play, and especially next week.
Yeah, next week we'll go ahead and move to next week. We got a road 84 over there to Brookhaven, and I'm telling you, you know about Brookhaven. I mean, you never know what's going to happen over there.
No, it's kind of like a box of chocolates, like Forrest Gump says. You never know what you're going to get. But I know we're going to get their best effort because. Anytime Wayne County plays Brookhaven, and especially at Brookhaven, it always goes down to the wire. I know, 2 years ago we go over there and it comes down to a field goal at the end of the game that they miss, and we win the game. So we're going to get their best effort. It's going to be a little bit different team, Brookhaven team, than we faced before. A lot of power run, and then they've got, supposedly the number one linebacker in the country. So we got our hands full next week.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking time as always to talk to us. Congratulations on another win, and particularly a key district win. We appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you next week. And the dream for wrap this thing up, statistically speaking, we'll see you after this word from our sponsors.
Fish camps are a grand Southern tradition where you can always count on great food and friendly service. In Wayne County, when it comes to food, there is none more rich in tradition than Pop's Fish, Seafood, and Steakhouse. Our fish is fresh and fine. Our seafood, you can hear the gulls and smell the ocean while enjoying shrimp, oysters, and the like. Our steaks, don't take our word for it. Come and taste for yourself. Come on down by the Chickasahee River, 184 east out of Waynesboro, where you can taste and experience the tradition that is Pop's Fish, Seafood, and Steakhouse.
And here we are in our final segment of our WC Web TV production tonight, our wrap-up here. We got Kenny over here, but we're going to start with you, Paul. We missed you at halftime, by the way, but we know you were mighty busy.
Did you get the email?
Never did get the email.
I'm having trouble with my phone. I'm sorry.
Well, we'll let it slide this time. But we look forward to seeing how it all transpired. What we got statistically speaking?
Wayne County, 288 yards rushing, 102 passing, so that's 390. Punted one time, 211 return yards, 7 of 13 on third downs, 2 of 5 on fourth downs, 22:55 time of possession as the football comes flying in. Freddie Jordan Jr., 10 carries, 64 yards. Chris Cooley, 11 for 57. Shadarius Chambers, 8 for 56. DeCarlos Walker, 2 for 48. Hodo, 7 of 19 passing for 102 yards. Defensively, Natchez did not get out of negative yards rushing until their last drive of the game. The 59-yard touchdown run, their first score, brought them up to -9 yards rushing. Yeah. All right. They ended up with 65 because of that last drive. 89 yards passing, 4 interceptions by Wayne County, 8 punts for Natchez, 3 of 13 on third downs. Defensively, 32 different players had tackles on the night. And 33. DeAndre Gandy, 9 tackles. Benito Jones, 7 tackles, 3 sacks. Denzel Bonner, Chandler Pugh, and Hunter James with 7 each. Interceptions from Quentin Hogan, Kadarius Pinnell, Javante McCann, and I'm missing one. I'll have to go back and look at my notes. But just total domination by the War Eagles.
Kenny and I talked about that from a defensive standpoint, and the speed that Natchez had just was smothered all night. Kenny, you hear those stats? That's about what you were looking for?
Oh, absolutely. It's not as bad as I figured it was, and the only reason it's even like that is that they kept their first team in against our second-string JV team and picked up those yards right there at the end. But, again, it's what we expected, our guys to do. And defensively did a great job. Now, I'm surprised we had 7 out of 19. I thought we might have had 3 out of 40 because we dropped so many. And, again, that's something as we get on down in the district play, Marshall, and we get to play in the Laurels and the Pearl River Centrals and the Brookhavens like next week, we can't afford to leave those points on the field. We have got to catch football, and I know that's something they work in. It's like Coach Blackwell said, we was talking to Bud Blackledge rather, and Bud says, look, we catch them all over practice, and we catch them everywhere. We can get a shinny up the goalpost and catch one, but the lights come on, and we just go to stone hands.
Paul, anything, wrap this thing up, any conclusions, anything you just want to share about tonight's activities?
No, I mean, just a good win. Got some players banged up. Hopefully they can get healthy because next week we go to the graveyard. literally and figuratively. Brookhaven always plays Wayne County really tough and really close over at their place, and we all got to park next to the graveyard, and it is the month of Halloween starting next week, and weird stuff happens. It's like a voodoo almost, and so got to be ready for it.
It's hard to win at Brookhaven even when you're at your best, and we certainly hope we'll be at our best from a health standpoint next week.
Yeah, I mean, going over there, I mean, that place is like a huge black hole when you go there to play. I mean, it just sucks all the energy out of everybody. But, long and short of it is that if we play the kind of defense we've been playing, and if we'll just, our running game has come along, and we've made a lot of progress there. It's just that we get back to our wide receivers, we just got to start catching some more passes. If we can do that, we're going to be okay. And so I think this week what our focus is going to be is on our guys catching the football when Hodo puts it in their hands. And if we can do that, then we'll be okay next week.
Well, it won't be long, and we want to be sure to remind you folks as you watch this contest, you ought to make the track over to Brookhaven next week, because it should be just as always, just a great game with a very exciting game. So, that's going to wrap us up here for tonight for another episode of Wayne County High School War Eagle football. We're going to see you next week for more of the same after this word. Well, no, we're not going to have a word. It's May. I tell you what we're going to do. I got to file a word, and I don't want to say it. I hate to leave. I hate to say goodbye, but we're going out of here. See you next week.